Hey, you haven't started the live stream yet, have you? Huh? He just now hit the button. Well, it's going to take a second. It ain't like live. It's going to take about 10 seconds. Well, you just hit the button when I was talking to you. You know what? I'm going to have to put this off there. You're not on mute. I just did. What was it last week? You might have to back out and go back in too. Bye. Hey Shane, do I have power to this?
This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Hey, is that a good example?
Oh, you don't have a battery. Tell them to pass your battery.
I don't have a battery.
For the screen.
I can see over that.
Hi, lady. Hey, how are you? How are y'all? David?
Yeah, that'll work better. I didn't see over there.
I'm here to solve the world's problems.
I know it.
click it. Yeah.
There we go.
Are you level? I didn't even check. Well, now that y'all moved, you're not level. You're not level anymore.
Hello. You can do what? Okay, well, he's getting everything set up right now, so it should be in there. I thought he had it on. I think he's still working some things out. But it should come on soon. All right.
At this time, we're scheduled to have the student council gift exchange at midfield.
All right, we are Crisco now.
The students are Atlanta Morgan Price, Taylor Richardson, James Wadley, and Madison Gillette. All Pewitt's representatives to meet at midfield for the gift exchange. Pewitt cheerleaders, would you meet at midfield for the gift
I'm outnumbered
exchange?
over here. How's it going? Good luck. Hey, what's going on, man? I'm good.
At this time, if you would stand, gentlemen, remove your caps. We'll have the senior class president, Brooklyn Howard, with the prayer.
God, we come to you tonight and thank you for another day you've graciously given us. Thank you for your son and his sacrifice. Help us bring glory to you tonight, no matter the outcome. Please protect us, guide us, and may we be pleasing to you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Now we'll have the Paul Pewitt School Song. Now we will have the Atlanta School song.
Is there Sprites in that? Any Sprites in that cooler?
You may be seated.
Oh, I'm good right now. Huh?
Good. It started. I'm stirring them up already. Don't have to. Oh no!
I'm outnumbered over here.
Depends on how much money you got laying around.
Said I'm outnumbered over here.
I know, but you know what? I teach in Pewitt, so I feel you. Yeah, I teach kindergarten in Pewitt, but I'm from Atlanta, so it's kind of hard. I had to sit
I
on
was
this
gonna say, you
side.
might know my kid, but he's in high school.
I haven't been there very long. 3 years.
Cool. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. I love it. We live in Heat Spring, and I love Pewitt.
I got camp over in Houston.
Do you? Who is it?
Oh, Barton. Also the kind of the Yankees
I know the Yankees somehow.
and Christian
Okay.
by marriage.
Yeah. I'm the Frost family from over at Pewitt.
Oh, the Frost?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know any of the Frost?
Oh, I used to go hog hunting all the time.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my mom and daddy, they run the clock and the 40-second clock and the spotter. He's a spotter. My brother's a spotter.
Wendell's son-in-law actually started out my job.
Really?
Brandon.
Randall?
Brandon.
Brandon. Milford? Yeah, I had Pepper, his daughter, in my class. Yeah, yeah. That's good.
She's a character.
Ooh, she's a mess. Yeah. All right, go here to the
I wasn't listening, so you're good. Players that come out of, oh, right there. There's a door in the middle. Tell me he's looking at the wrong deal anyway. seen a real tunnel like that.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, I don't know how long they've had that. I was a cheerleader. I graduated in '03, and we always made the run through times. So I don't know when that came about.
All right.
The officials for tonight's ball game, referee Jim Nolan, umpire Lonnie Sanders, head line judge Paul Bowers, line judge Jim Boyce, mat judge William Jason Myers.
Our guys are going down there to run through.
Just that why.
And here come the Rabbits.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Good.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast brought to you by BIM Bomber Productions. And tonight, we've got your Paul Pewitt Blameless traveling east to Rabbit Stadium to take on the Atlanta Rabbits. Both teams are coming off a loss, so it looks like tonight's going to get their first. Somebody's going to get their first win.
Played by the Atlanta High School Band under the direction of Keith Sanders.
we might go over there now.
Captains are the Battle Rats tonight, 19, Ashton Harper, 21, Taylor King,
And for Paul Pewitt fans, we're looking for a chance to rebound from our loss last week versus Winsboro.
Fluor,
Yeah, Jerry, pretty tough game last night against Winsboro last week.
Yeah, it sure was.
Real physical, hard fought football game.
Exactly right. We both discussed it at length. We think it was a good matchup for us. Tough loss,
Oh, yeah.
closer than the score indicated.
I believe Winsboro's got a pretty good football team myself.
I think so too. But now, tonight, we're moving on.
Yes, sir.
We've got the Atlanta Rabbits here. They're coming off their loss to Dangerfield, a game in which they lost 48-7 in Dangerfield. First home game of the season for the Rabbits.
Yes, sir. I don't imagine we'll hit them like Dangerfield did last week with the 70-yard touchdown. Bonds, Davis throwing.
Well, I'll tell you what, we might keep our eyes open on the kickoff.
Sure may.
Last week we had the real exciting kickoff return for a touchdown to open things up from Amari Johnson.
For those of y'all who don't know, JB been calling that since about midsummer. So that was probably going to happen.
Well, I appreciate that, but I do think the young man's very talented, and I told you he's going to be dangerous back there returning. We'll see if they kick it to him tonight.
Atlanta won it. They ain't going to take it.
Captains tonight for Pewitt are number 3, Eric Morris, number 45, Aiden Weaver, 52, Ben Latham, and 55, Jody McGee.
Hey, I like the icy white unis, JB.
Yeah, they're looking crisp. They're
Yeah.
looking crisp. You brought that to my attention there in pregame.
Yeah, pretty nice looking.
I like it. Atlanta, of course, in the dark red. Just like we've been saying, we're going to see how both teams bounce back from adversity.
Right.
You know, if you've been listening to us, of course, we talk at length about our preseason schedule. This is just some more of it right here, playing a larger school.
Right.
3A Division I.
Atlanta's always blessed with a whole bunch of athletes.
Yeah, that's what we said. You know, we talked about the contrast in styles for tonight as far as offenses. And then we had talked about that too. You give me a little history on it. You know, it's always been a little contrast in speed versus power kind of matchup.
Right. Yeah. You know, there for a while, Atlanta was more known for their track program as of anything. They always have a good track program.
So it looks like Atlanta's going to kick it to us.
Oh, I thought you said they won't. They say there's I hear them in the PA over there saying they said Atlanta was going to receive the kick. That's what the official said.
We've got another exciting one here tonight. You know, it's still early in the season. You're still playing preseason play, not district play yet, so everybody's got hopes of making the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Glad to have football back. We talked about that with the college football season kicking off last night. Doesn't it feel good to have fans in the stands and football back?
Well, man, don't know how much you miss it till you don't have it.
Back deep to receive for the Bulls, DeAndre Hill and Amari Johnson. Pretty good options back there.
That's a little different. Wasn't it Tavian back there last week?
Yeah, sure was. Now you got to pick your poison.
Right. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to get this first look at Paul Pewitt's offense here. Coming off a game in which they struggled a little bit last week as far as yardage.
Right.
I think we had 124 yards total last week, 128 yards, I believe. And here we go.
There we go, babe. Been waiting all week for it.
That's right. Coming off a loss, especially.
They're outside.
It's going to be a good kick. Get a hold of it and bounce right about the goal line. And that's going to be a touchback.
They're all sides down here.
Some of those early season penalties you talk about. Seems like Atlanta's kids were fired up for that one too.
Right. JB, the kid that kicked off, is that the same kid that punts?
I don't believe so. The Hernandez kid, I think he's going to play some running back tonight. We'll get into that here in just a little bit here as we get the game underway. We know Atlanta, they've started out with some tough injuries here early in the season.
Right.
I think they've already had an injury to their starting running back and their starting quarterback also for tonight.
Right.
So they're already going to have to show some of their depth.
They're working on a new coach over here too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. They've got a first-year head coach, David Plunk.
if I'm not mistaken, he come out of Denton Ryan. He's been the coordinator up at Denton Ryan.
Right, right.
Ryan's defending state champ, so.
Seen some big-time football games up there.
Yeah, he's got some big-time talent up there, too.
That's right. And, of course, Paul Pewitt's going to open up in the slot T here, of course. Starting in the backfield, Hayden Green, Amari Johnson, DeAndre Hill, and Tavian Brown. 1st and 10 from the 30. Johnson goes in motion. Green looks like he's going to follow his fullback up in the hole. Not a whole lot of ground gain that time.
There was 16 in the stop for the Rabs.
Christian Banks.
Green pulled that and then tried to ride his fullback through the hole. Atlanta had it pretty well snuffed out.
2nd and 9. Green under center. Takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to DeAndre Hill up the middle. Pushes his way forward. Looks like he might have picked up a couple of yards on that one.
Once again, Jerry Tuss led in the middle of that Atlanta defense.
Yeah, you know that Atlanta defense has got to be looking to rebound after the week they had last week where they gave up 48 points.
Right. You're talking about having to come up with 2 different kind of game plans on back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, what a change. Playing Dangerfield in their pistol spread attack to the slot T right here. Linebacker walking up. Green takes the snap. He's going to ride his fullback. Gets a block from Tavian Brown on the outside. Lowers his shoulder, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Nice run by Hayden, following the lead blocker out there, Tavian.
Good job on the misdirection, keeping in his fullback's belly for a while.
Right. That quarterback spot in this offense makes it go in that quarterback spot. You can get a few carries and get a few yards out of it. It sure opens up everything.
So new set of downs here, bringing up 1st and 10. Starting in the backfield, Hayden Green, DeAndre Hill, Tavian Brown, and Amari Johnson. Here's that formation we seen last week. 2 receivers split. Hill and Brown in the backfield. Green's going to take the snap, give it to Hill right up the middle, shrugs off a tackler, chase from behind, and he'll be tackled right about the 33-yard line.
Nice run up the middle by DeAndre. He just never could get on track. He was stumbling all the way through the hole, it looked like.
So here we go. No huddle attack for the Bulls. Back in the slot. Green's going to hand it off to Brown on the left side. Spins and fights his way forward for a gain of close to 4 yards.
Pretty good gain on 1st down. Stay ahead of the chain.
9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. The Bravens are on their march into Atlanta territory right here.
Bulls getting a couple 1st downs here on this offensive possession.
Get some rhythm and get some momentum rolling early.
Right.
Hodges split to the left. Green under center. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Eric Morris up the middle. And after that tough run, he's going to pick up about a yard or 2, bringing up 3rd down again for the Bulls.
Played pretty well by number 41 for Atlanta.
And as we know, we're going to be in 4-down territory here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, pretty big 3rd down right here, but we got 2 downs to get it.
That's right. Wilson leads the way out of the huddle. Perry in at the split end. Amari comes in motion. Green's going to keep it, look for some room over on the right side, and he's going to be swarmed by the Rabbit defense.
Well, we got motion on us. That's the flag, Jerry. And we're going to be offside. I got
offsides on defense.
Yes, sir.
Another costly penalty here for Atlanta.
Right.
What's that? With the kickoff penalty, it's 10 yards they've gave up here on this drive.
Right. That right there is really costly because that's a big change there.
Right. That was a big defensive stop right there. They had that one snuffed out pretty well.
Right. We go from being about a negative 11 to just needing about 2 or 3 now to get the 1st down, or 1 actually. Still 3rd down too.
Right. Turnovers and penalties, they win you a lot of ball games,
Yes,
especially
sir.
early in the year. Got to look for Hill to get this one right.
You would think.
Green takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hill on the inside trap. No. Oh, Green fooled me.
Hey. That's a little bit of that slot team magic right there.
Misdirection.
Yes, sir. Hide the football.
So after that carry right there, he's going to pick up a first down. Just over 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
One of these good typical slot T drives here, Jerry, taking up the biggest part of the first half of the first quarter.
Take advantage of your opportunity right there.
Right.
Big mistake right there, like we said, by the Atlanta defense on that third down.
Right. Wiz in no man's land. Wiz going to have to go for it.
1st and 10. Green hands it off to Johnson on the right side. Shimmies and shakes. Makes the first defender miss. It looks like he's going to gain close to 6 yards on the carry.
That white uniform makes him hard look bigger to me.
Showed a little bit of that elusiveness, that wiggle right there.
Right.
Second down. 2 receiver split. Perry and Johnson. Hill and Brown in the backfield. Green's going to take the snap, hand it off to Hill up the middle. Sidesteps a defender.
Nice
falls
hard run.
forward just about the 10-yard line.
Move the chains, white hat.
Let's see, is that going to set us up? More than likely 1st and goal.
Right. Good second everybody. DeAndre's there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, good bit of running right there.
Atlanta going to get them timeout, JB. Defense give out already. Look, the hands on the knees already over there.
So Atlanta's going to take their first timeout, score 0-0 with just over 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. This is where you got to capitalize right here for the Paul Pewitt offense.
Right. Had a good drive. You come out and got 3 or 4 first downs here.
If you're in 4-down territory right here, essentially you're 2.5 yards of play at least.
Right.
And you got to take care of the ball when the penalties come into play. Pro formation. Green's going to hand it off inside on the trap play to Hill. He's going to spin his way in. It's going to be touchdown, Paul Pewitt.
Just when we were on break just then, JB, you was just talking about the trap was finna happen.
Yeah, they're lining up in a 4-down lineman. What looks to be like a 4-2-5 alignment. And anytime you get those 2 defensive tackles like that, it can make the trap easier. Now here we go. We're going to get the swinging gate right here for Pewitt. Let's see if they can convert. I like this right here. You just keep this if you're Green, huh? Nope.
Oh.
Hand off to Tavian and drove back. And that's going to be a failed 2-point conversion, which is going to make our score 6-0. Pewitt over Atlanta with just 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
You know, JB, I think if we snap that as soon as Green gets up there and ready, Atlanta's nowhere near ready.
That's what I was thinking it was. You remember, that's a little different look than we had last time. Sometimes you've got just the single snapper.
Right.
That time we had 3, offensive linemen, a center and 2 guards, and with the back in the backfield. Atlanta just did, they got lined up over there eventually, and they just did a good job stopping it.
Right.
That's kind of looks like that's going to be the theme of our extra point team really so far early into the season.
Right.
We've seen successful extra points. We've seen a little success from the swinging gate. But we'll see as the season progresses. We'll see how much more we get versus lining up and just kicking the extra point.
Right. You gotta like your chances on that swinging gate with the cats that you got out there.
And now it looks like we're going to get our first look here at this Paul Pewitt defense after the kickoff. And our first look at the Atlanta offense, of course. 22, Isaac Hodges set to kick for the Bulls. Kick is away. Looks like it's going to take a bounce right about the 15-yard line. Fielded by a Rabbit.
Uh-oh.
Shows a little acceleration right up the middle. Breaks it out to the sideline. He's at the 40. Spun down right about the 36-yard line into Pewitt territory.
Number 4, Joey Green for the Bulls, showing a little speed and running the Rabbit down.
So, good return right there by Justin Burns for Atlanta.
Yeah, Jay, whoever our outside man is on our side right here lost contained and let him get outside right there. He took advantage of it.
Sure did.
Got him starting with nice field position.
Right, he read it well and he hit it.
Yeah.
Looks like once he accelerated, he didn't hesitate much.
No.
All right. So Atlanta comes out and they line right up. They don't huddle up, so it looks like they may press the tempo a little bit. Pressure look here from the Bulls defense. Pierce is going to take the snap of the gun, drop back, throws it over on his left side, and maybe a little miscommunication with his receiver right there.
13, Justin Pierce.
Look like the backup quarterback got a little antsy right there, seeing the pressure coming.
Well, that's what we're going to get to talk about here right here. You know, me personally, I like a lot of what I've seen from Coach Mason's defense. I'm a big fan of this defense, and there's going to be pressure at times. So here we go. Looks like we're going to get it again right here. Quarterback checks with me. 2nd and 10. Jet motion. He's going to hand it off to his running back and be drugged down from behind.
Number 2, Bird. James Bird. Nice
Relentless
penetration from his defensive tackle spot.
Good pursuit right there from his D-line spot, like you said right there.
Yeah, he just blew through the hole. And strong enough to yank the young man backwards.
So it looks like Atlanta's going to run sort of a check with me system here on the sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd and long right here. Big 3rd down for this Bulls defense.
I bet we get after the quarterback right here too, you bet.
Oh, I mean, that looks like that's the theme right now.
Golly.
Pierce feels the pressure, has to step up. He'll be swarmed, but after the penalty, that's going to make it 3rd and manageable. You know, like I say, I like this style of defense. You're going to get a lot of different blitzes. You're going to get all that kind of pressure looks, but right there, you just got to stay disciplined.
Right.
You know, of course, you want to be fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, watching the football is all you're doing there.
You know, just like we talked about with our last drive, that offsides penalty, you could really say that extended our drive. That could be the case right here.
Right.
And now when you put them in a more manageable situation, now the run becomes an option.
Right.
Hernandez in the backfield with Pierce. 2 receivers right. Looks like he's going to check it. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Pierce takes the snap, looks over to the flat on the left side, throws it complete to Dickerson.
Nice tackle. Nice play by Mari out there, one-on-one on the island.
And we remember from last year that Cameron Dickerson kid right there, he's a dangerous threat for him.
Yeah, didn't he come in? He was the quarterback when we played him last year.
I thought so.
Or he come in, you know.
Right, later in the season after we had played him. All right, so quick look right here. It looks like Atlanta's going to want to dictate the tempo. They may line up quick just to check with me and run what they want. Got to look for the running back in the flats right here. Nope, he's going to hand it off to Hernandez over on the left side. He's got a block or two. He'll eventually be cut down right about the 14-yard line.
Nice push by the left other offensive line there. Amari on the stop for the Bulls.
Got to stiffen up right here.
Right.
Especially versus the run. Looks like we've got a heavy box keeping our outside linebackers in. He's going to hand it off to Hernandez right up the middle. Sidesteps a tackle. Be tackled right about the 12-yard line.
Number 3, Eric Morrison on the stop for the Bulls. Oh, they're going some kind of Wildcat JV. The quarterback just come out.
Yeah, they'll put Dickerson in there at the Wildcat.
Right.
We've seen that.
Yeah, you know that's coming.
All right, so just under 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Wildcat look here for the Rabbits. Jet motion. Looks like Dickerson's going to keep this one over on the right side. Follows his blocks.
He'll be just short, ain't he?
He'll be tackled right about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, he's definitely got a different gear back there.
Yeah, presents a different look.
For sure.
Looks like Pierce is going to sub back in. Big test for the Bulls right here deep in their own territory. Pierce in the gun, 3rd down. 2 receivers right. He's going to bring him in motion on the jet. He's going to hand it off to Hernandez up the middle. And he's going to plunge in for a touchdown for Atlanta.
You know, JB, the Atlanta started with great field position. The Bulls had them to third down 2 or 3 different times in that drive and never could get off the field. The penalty extended the drive just like it did on the other side.
Yep, so the two main factors right there is the poor field position you set yourself up in, and then the penalty on third down.
Give them another down.
Still early season stuff that you got to clean up,
yeah,
just like we talk about, both sides.
Yeah. We're not the only 2 schools that's doing this. Having trouble.
Sure is good to have football back up.
Ooh-wee.
So Hernandez is going to kick for the Rabbits also. Snap is back, kick is up. And that's going to be good, and that's going to give Atlanta a 1-point lead, 7-6 over Pewitt. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Brahma 6. This football is being thrown tonight courtesy of Texas Farm Bureau. Hernandez tees it up once again.
All right, so after that score, after that last score, Atlanta leads 7-6 over Pewitt.
So far, Jerry, both offenses seem to have their way. With a little help from the defenses.
And the penalties.
And the penalties. Was hot up here, ain't it? Whew. Goodness.
Hernandez set to kick for the Rabbits. It's going to be a high pooch kick. Fielded right about the 17-yard line. Caught by Amari Johnson. Makes one man miss. Tries to spin out of one.
If he could come out of that one, Jerry, he was down into the house. Well, I don't know. He may get run down over here. But
pretty good job on the catch right there. He had to run up for that one right there.
Looks like they had the wall set up for him to come this way. He just never could get over to it.
Now let's see where they spot him at. They spot him right about the 20-yard line. So we'll see if this Pewitt offense can keep momentum going. Perry and Johnson wide. Green's going to hand it off to Hill right up the middle. He's going to fall forward amidst a surge of bodies.
I was going to say, DeAndre just got on the backside of the big offensive lineman and just fell forward. Nice 4 or 5 yard gain, though.
That's what the dive is supposed to look like at the end right there. Physical. Like you said, it's going to be interesting to see how that Atlanta defense can hold up.
I think that's right.
So here on second down, we're going to get our first look at the power I formation. Johnson deep. He's going to hand it off and be stuck in the backfield. Tackled for a loss.
Nice penetration by the Rabs defensive line.
Yeah, it looks like we didn't get that one blocked up front very well.
No.
Third and long here in your own territory. Got a couple of subs. Look like Perry's bringing the play in.
You want to see the first look at Air Bulls, Jerry?
Tavian's marching in the huddle. Let's see what we line up in. Looks like we're going to get the slot. 3rd and 10. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Motion.
Green sprints left. He's going to throw it out. That's going to be incomplete. Would have been a tough catch right there by Amari. Bringing up 4th and long for the Bulls. And that right there, that's going to be a disappointing offensive series there for the Bulls.
It was just a quick 3 and out. We started off well, got 5 yards on first down.
And then -5 on the next.
Right.
consecutive positive plays. That's what we got to put together.
Yes, sir. We'll have to hurry right here.
Play clock down under 5 seconds. Just gets it off. This one's going to be punted. It's going to hit into Atlanta territory and roll dead just inside the 40-yard line, right about the 39.
Tyrone did a pretty good job of trying to flip the field position for us. Defense a little better field position.
Yeah, we had talked after last week we were going to have improvement on the punt all the way around.
Right. Yeah, there was 3 or 4 possessions last week where we didn't get the punt off. All right, Bulls defense needs to make a play right here, Jerry.
Yeah, we got to respond.
I got a feeling they're going to try to go up top.
We showed pressure there a lot on that last drive. You know they got to be looking to combat that. This time he's going to hand it off on the jet.
Oh, nice play.
Picks up a block
Nice
and
play.
eventually be cut down by Mari.
Nice play all the way around right there. I think it's 25. Ryder Gibson turning the man back inside right there. Letting the pursuit catch up to him, Amari and James. Well played.
Pierce in the gun. 2nd and 7. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Flips his back. He's going to hand it off to Dowden.
Nice play.
And that one right there is going to be swallowed up and be brought down. It looks like a loss of about a yard. Bringing up 3rd and long right here.
45 Weaver. And Cobbins in on the stop for the Bulls.
Looks like that defensive line had that one sniffed out from the jump.
Yes, sir. Weaver got good penetration right there in the middle to blow everything up. Big 3rd down for this Bulls defense.
3rd and 8. Minute and 20 left in the first quarter. Pierce in the gun. Drops back. Looks over on the right side of the field. And that one's going to be drove on.
Nice play by Perry.
Edie Thomas.
Oh, is it Edie Thomas? Sure is.
Senior. Getting some time out there at that outside corner spot tonight.
Hey, taking advantage of it too, isn't he?
He really drove on that ball
Sure
right there.
did.
That was well defended.
Sure was.
Quarterback delivered a pretty good ball, and he just drove and swatted it down.
Hey, JB, from what I've seen right here, this punter, he may kick it over to ticket booth down there on the north end of the end zone.
Yeah, they did a lot of punting last week from what we've seen.
And this cat right here, he's left footer. And
He flipped the field a number of times,
yes,
didn't he?
sir.
So we'll see. Now,
Pretty spirals, too.
we've got danger back there in our backfield.
Oh.
Amari Johnson set to return. And this one's going to be a
Nice.
high punt. And it's not going to be a chance for a return on this one. And taking Atlanta
Get him back.
bounce. And that's what you talked about right there, Lance.
Sir.
You did your homework.
Yes,
That's
sir.
going to pin us deep in our own territory right about the 5-yard line. So after 2 disappointing offensive drives, a good punt, and with just under a minute left to go, Pewitt's going to take over at their own 5-yard line.
That's a weapon, JB, when you got a punter that can do it like that and pin you inside the 5 like that.
Right, it sure is.
He got a bunch of air on it, too. And
Yeah, and that one right there, really for your return man right there, the lesson with that one is you get a little more mature. You got to fair catch that one.
Right.
You know, that way that saves you that 10 or 15
Right.
yards on the bounce right there.
Right.
Now let's see right here. We need one of these plays to break right here.
Yeah. Be nice to go about 95.
Yeah, it'd be nice if DeAndre Hill break on one of those trap plays here early. So play clock at 15 seconds.
That's what's coming, too.
2 receiver split. That's what's going to be trap to Hill right up the middle. Squeezes through.
Nice job by 50 Paco up front.
It's going to be tackled right about the 12-yard line.
Once again, JB, Bulls starting off with good first down, positive yards on first down.
You know, that's the real positive play you want to see there on first down. Now, DeAndre Hill's helmets came off, so he's going to have to check out for a snap.
We got to get that chin strap tighter or something over there, don't
Didn't we see it come off a couple of times last week? I
Yeah.
know he's in the middle of all that action, but, you know,
Right.
your top playmakers, you got to be in the game.
Yeah, right.
Not an equipment malfunction.
For sure.
So here we go. Slot T look for the Brahmas. Bird in at the fullback spot. This time Green's going to hand it off to him.
he fumbled the football. Atlanta football.
And that right there, that's what you can't have right there. Looks like that was 44 in on the stop. Ty Graff.
Wow.
And that's what we were talking about, going to when you sub out your area leading rusher.
Right.
That's what that stuff leads to right there.
Right.
You know.
Right. Bulls defensive back's really against the wall now.
Right. You know, and from what we've seen that last drive, you know, when you give your defense a chance, you know,
right,
you got a chance to get a stop. Right here, when you're set up in your own territory, though, you know, Atlanta's going to be able to run more of what they run with, like the Wildcat look.
Right. Way more options down here.
And right here where the ball's spotted right here, they've got a chance to pick up another set of downs. So this puts you in a real tough spot. Need a big play here from this Pewitt defense.
Yep.
Pearson Hernandez in the backfield. First down. He's going to hand it off to Hernandez and be stacked up.
Nice play by the Bulls defense.
Looks like Joey Green and Aiden Weaver and Eric Morris in on the stop.
Hodges getting up off the pile a little bit.
And the game clock is going to tick under 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter with our score, Atlanta 7, Pewitt 6. We'll return after this break.
At the end of the first quarter of play, your score of the Atlanta Rabbits 7, Pewitt Brahmas 6. Be sure to check out the concession stand up on the north end of the field. All kinds of soft drinks, sausage on a stick. Be sure to
So we return as the start of the second quarter here. Atlanta and Pewitt territory. Second down for the Rabbits. Pearson Hernandez in the gun. Pierce drops back.
Oh.
Looks to escape the pocket. Got some room down the right side. He's going to be
Ball.
upended. The ball came out late.
Oh, he's going to call him. That was Pewitt football. Yes, sir.
And that's going to be a turnover right there.
Yes, sir. What
Who was in on that stop right there? Was that Eddie Thomas?
That was Eddie Thomas.
Went low right there and caused a fumble?
Yeah.
Big time play right there
Yes,
from
sure
Thomas.
was.
So my, what a turn of events. Talk about back and forth right here to start this game
Right.
off. Back-to-back scores, back-to-back 3 and outs,
After the
back-to-back turnovers.
After the first two offensive possessions, it's really been pretty sloppy ever since by the offenses. Right. Oh, they called the ball down.
Oh, man.
Come on. I seen the hold Kedrick.
Got held on that
Well,
one.
he took his jersey off of him pretty much.
Well, you'd like that one to go the other way as a turnover.
Right.
But here we go. That's going to back him up, make it 2nd and long. First down marker right about the 4-yard line.
Wildcat.
Dickerson in the Wildcat. He's going to fake the jet sweep, looks for room on that left side, cuts and makes a man miss, surges forward, and after some good hard running, he's going to be down right about the 11-yard line.
Cobbins making the first initial contact on him. Hey, that cat's pretty good back there. That Dickerson cat is.
Yeah.
He can go.
Yeah, maybe more well served, just snapped it to him, right?
Right.
Makes your offense more dangerous.
I would think.
Might throw it up to him on the fade on that far side over there, one-on-one coverage. Pierce motions his back, looking for his running back in the flats. Nope, it's going to be a double pass. Pretty well defended by the Bulls here to start it off. Spins back around, and he's going to lower his shoulder and be tackled for what looks like close to no gain.
Well, him and Eric Morris collided right there. So
yeah, they sure did.
That was a collision, buddy. Morris feeling the effects of it, too.
Looks like he may have a stinger on that one there.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Rabbits. Looks like DeAndre Hill's going to check in. Who else is there running in?
Somebody
Latham.
checking in from Morris.
Ben Latham checking
they're
in
going
for
to kick a
Eric
field goal,
Morris.
JB.
Well, Hernandez has looked good from what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Looked good on the extra point. Let's see if he can convert right here. As Atlanta looks to go up by 4. Snap is back, kick is up. High arching kick.
No good.
And that right there is going to be no good.
Hey, you talking about a win for this Bulls defense, Jerry.
Ooh, talk about fortunate.
Yeah.
After the series of events right there, you didn't get the fumble. You got bailed out by the holding call.
Could be a big momentum changer for the Bulls.
This one right here, ooh, it's been up and down, hasn't it? I mean, a little bit of a roller coaster right here, just, play to play so
Well, just
far.
look like they're matching each other. One of them scores, the other one scores. One of them has a turnover, the other one has a turnover.
That's right, that's right.
We need to start a new streak here with a score. A score and a stop.
Looking at this drive right here, how do you look to get things going right here? For me, I think it's pretty easy. Especially coming off the week we had last week where he only had 16 for 72 with only 4 carries in the second half.
Right.
If you ask me, that's where it needs to start right there with your senior fullback. Start getting the ball to him right here and get some momentum rolling.
Everybody that's watched the slot team knows the fullback is what makes it go to begin with.
Hill back in at the fullback spot. 1st and 10. Green takes the snap. He's going to keep it over on the left side. Looks for a block from Tavian. Runs upfield. He's going to have pretty good yardage and be spotted right about the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Bulls.
Nice run by your quarterback there, Jerry. Got outside and got his shoulder squared and picked up 1st down yardage. And once again, there's the weapon from the quarterback spot,
Yep, give credit to Hill on that one right there, too, for the play fake.
Right, and Brown for the lead block out there to seal it for him.
That's how it works. That's how it works, just like that.
How they draw it up, ain't it?
After that 1st down right there, it's going to be just over 10 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 35. Johnson in motion. It's going to be a counter back to Tavian, and that one right there didn't have much of a chance.
No. What was that, the halfback trap there?
Yeah, that's what that was going to be right there. When they block it up, really, it's a tackle trap. Your play side tackle goes that way, too. It's all that action right there off the dive, and looks like Atlanta had that one sniffed out.
We got Atlanta trainers running across the field, it's like. Is that Tavian that checked out?
Yeah, looks like Joey Green's going to check in at the halfback spot. 2nd and long. Green hands it off to Amari, hitting the backfield, spins off a defender.
Yeah, we're not having much luck at all blocking up front.
No, we've had our struggles here. We've had our struggles here early in the game.
Sure have. Something we really ain't talked about how young our offensive line really is.
Anybody that's watching us on this broadcast that's a true Paul Pewitt fan, they know we graduated last year and what we've had with the last 2 years especially.
Right. Well, then you throw in the Knicks kid and the Cade, and I was told they didn't even go to school last year because of the coach, so they hadn't played football since the 8th grade.
Right. There's a lot of those storylines that we're not sure about. You know what I mean? You didn't even know which kids were in school hardly last year.
Right.
So let's see. 2 receiver split. Green drops back, throws it over on the right side. It's going to be an athletic jumping catch.
He
caught by Amari Johnson.
Wow, what a catch by Amari.
And they're going to rule him incomplete. And that one right there, he came in late. Coach Dorsey out there to argue it. Pretty athletic move right there by Amari Johnson.
Sure was.
Jumped up and took that one away.
Right. Nice concentration.
That one right there, ball was placed a little far inside. Was able to make a play and go up and get it. Unfortunately, looks like it's going to be 4th and long. As that one's called incomplete.
I see a replay on that one. Nice athletic play to be able to even have a chance of catching the ball. I'd watch for something tricky right here, JB.
Cobbins back to punt. Snap is back. He's going to get this one off. It's going to have pretty good hang time. Signals for the fair catch, and it's eventually going to take a bounce. And a pretty good Pewitt roll. It's going to set Atlanta up in their own territory right about the 32-yard line.
So JB it started off like it was going to be a high-scoring shootout, kind of. And
now
both defenses kind of settling in a little bit here.
Yeah, and both offenses have kind of looked, a little
sloppy.
Right.
To say the least. But hey, that's what these preseason games are for, to work out All the rust.
New guys in new spots, new offenses, new defenses for certain teams. Latham stays in at the linebacker spot. Pierce in the shotgun. Looks like he's going to check.
He didn't like what he seen, did he?
Dowden in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Dowden up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up close to the line of scrimmage. Bringing up 2nd and 11. Tackle for a 1-yard loss.
By number 2, James Bird. Joey Green in helping him.
Clock rolls. 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the half. Pewitt trails by 1 to Atlanta. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Pierce checks with me again. Single receiver up top. Pierce is going to drop back, look for the screen over here on this right side.
Well played,
and that one
Bob.
right there is going to be incomplete.
Hey, Amari's got it where they don't have about a half a field to play with on the offensive side of the ball. You know, he's for sure tackler out there, you know.
Looks like we may have somebody shook up there in the back. Might be Weaver.
Whew. Looks like he might not know where he's at, JB. He may got rattled.
I don't know if he's pointing to it. He's got his shoulder. Oh, man. Maybe have a dislocation check for that. We'll see if the young man's all right. So right there after that incompletion right there, though, that's going to set you up with 3rd and 10. This is where you got to watch something tricky.
Right.
You know, they've already tried to throw the double pass.
Right.
They may try to go with the wildcat look. But I think right here you're looking for screen or any kind of reverse or double pass or anything like that.
You're going to try to get, somebody in open space.
Try to get somebody to fall asleep. Looks like Eric Morris checks back into the ball game.
That's good to see.
Looks like we're going to go with a 4 down front. McGee and Bird inside.
Hawkins and Hodges on the outside?
No, we're still in the 3-3,
still
forgive
3.
me. They brought Mayo in, looks like. Pierce drops back, throws down the seam, and that one's going to be batted down by Amari Johnson.
Hey, Amari's locked down over here.
Yep, we know. You know, I try to hold my excitement, especially. You know, he's one of my favorite players here on the team right here, and he's our best cover corner.
Oh,
you know.
Hey, and he's almost a for sure tackler so far. He showed here tonight out here on the island.
He's a dangerous return man. He's dangerous on the sweeps we run. We know he's explosive.
Right.
And, you know, we know following how they covered last year, you know, he was asked to play straight man-to-man coverage with no safety help.
As a sophomore.
Big task to ask for a young man. And he had big-time plays against big-time opponents in big-time games.
You think that didn't help him out this year from what he experienced last year?
You see, he just kind of plays with that confidence.
Right.
You know, and that's what you want from your corner.
I can't get over how he's tackled an open field tonight.
So 4th and 10. Snap is back.
Better back up here.
It's going to be a spiraling punt. This one may be fielded by Amari. Catches it on the run. Sidesteps a defender. Looks for a block. Wrapped up and eventually hit. Tackled right about that 17-yard line.
Well, he was trying. Every time he'd break free when somebody else hit him, I believe if he could ever just shied away from contact for just a second, he'd have got going.
That was it right there. You
Pretty
know,
good coverage by Atlanta.
It's a real good catch by Amari right there, and brave right there. I don't know, you know, for anybody out there, if you've ever had, you know, return punts, it's a scary thing right there.
And that's not just your normal punt; that's a left footer's punt too. So it's got the fade on it.
All right. Yeah, that's one thing to take one off of a bounce or something like that, but to catch a good punt like that with pursuit in your face.
Hey JB, let's put one together here, about 7 minutes worth. Put 6 on the board.
That's what we need right here. Need 8 at the end to finish it off.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Slot T formation for Pewitt. 1st and 10. Looks like Green's going to keep this one. Looking for some room over on his left side. And that one right there is going to be tackled for a loss. Big loss at that.
Still trying to figure things out up front up there.
Just under 7 minutes left to go in the half. 2nd and long for the Bulls. Cobbins goes in motion. This time Green's going to hand it off up the middle to Hill. And he's going to do some heavy lifting.
Yes, sir.
And get out almost to the first down marker.
That's hard running by DeAndre. Helmet off.
Looks like we'll be just short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Hill's going to have to check out of the ball game again. Eric Morris checks in at the fullback spot. Amari comes in, checks back in at his tailback spot. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
Nothing else, JB. We need this first down here just to kind of help flip the field position.
Got to have this one, and really to help our time of possession too.
Right.
You know?
They get the ball to start the second half too, so you don't want to give them back to back.
Big 3rd down right here.
Right.
Green under center. Looks like he's going to hand it off to Morris up the middle.
Move the chains, baby.
He's going to have a gain close to 3 to 4 yards. Chain mover though, like you said.
Right. Fresh set it down.
Get Hill to check back in there. Take your time, like you say.
Right.
Get some rhythm going right here.
Like we did on that one drive, we should put together back-to-back first downs.
5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the half. 1st and 10. Green is going to keep it. Gets a block from Tavian on the outside. It'll be caught from behind. We'll make it a horse collar.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call. Either that or going to try to maybe call a hold on the line, but I believe it's a horse collar.
A horse collar, called it right there at the end on the tackle.
No, they're calling holding on us, JB. That's what I figured they was going to call. I didn't see the hold, but I could just tell where the flag was thrown at. That's what it was going to be. Looks like the white hat's talking to Tavian there, so. So once again, the bull shoot herself in the foot.
That's going to make it uphill sledding there. It's going to set us up right about what, 1st and 16 looks like.
Right, that's a spot foul.
White hat signals the clock to roll. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the half. 2 receivers split wide for the Bulls. Green under center. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Hill. He's got a little bit of ground over here on this left side. Jump cuts inside a Rabbit defender, and he'll be tackled right about the 44-yard line.
Big first down for this Bulls offense.
That right there, I look for them to get going back to that, especially out of when we go pro formation with the 2 receiver split. Look for that trap right there inside those 2 defensive tackles. We'll see how Atlanta adjusts to it. It's going to be trap again. And that time they snuffed it out pretty good.
He was just one slip away right there, though, from being through that first initial wave.
Looks like they substituted in and ran a defensive tackle in there, a little more athletic kid too. So they've got an idea of what's coming also. Hodges brings the play in. Need to get an explosive play right
here.
Sure do. He's going to hand it off to Brown.
Oh.
Loses the football. And that's going to be recovered by the Rabbits on their own 45-yard line. With just over 4 minutes left to go here in the half. Looks like somebody just got their hand on it right there and just stripped it out of there.
A little different from what we're seeing. We used to seeing up here at Pewitt, JB, that the defense is a little ahead of the offense this year here early in the year.
The self-inflicted, mistakes right there.
Their offense is usually a little ahead of our defense early in the year like this, but this year I believe our defense is a little ahead of the offense. Defense hadn't played bad.
So right here, you got to be careful too. Anytime you have a turnover right here, you're looking for the shot play.
Right, yeah,
and it looks like we're going to get Dickerson lined up at quarterback. So we'll see what we get right here. Maybe a quarterback throwback or something like that. Dickerson and Hernandez in the gun. Looks like he's going to give it to Hernandez.
Play.
And that one right there, that's a great job by the defense. Did you see Isaac Hodges shift out there to the outside linebacker spot? Good call right there from Coach Mason.
Yes,
Looks like he knows how to adjust to it.
Yep. He's been studying that Wildcat a little bit, hasn't he?
Well, anytime you get in the shotgun, whichever side you set your back to, you've only got one way to go. That's the thing versus having your back lined up behind your quarterback.
Right.
That's the argument, for under center and pistol versus the shotgun.
Right.
Looks like they're going to go with a little quarterback change right here, though. Looks like they're going for a little more athleticism. Hernandez comes in motion. This time they're going to hand it off to him. Bobbled just a second. Spins off a defender, but he's going to be pursued by a swarm of Brahma defenders.
Once again, number 22, Isaac Hodges, starting to play off for the Bulls defense, turning him back in. Oh, we got a late flag coming in. 20 and 70. Hawkins and big number 70 over here with a little extras.
Getting after it?
Yeah. You got to like to see that out of a young sophomore there.
A little testosterone there between the two young men.
Outweigh by about 150 pounds.
Let's see what the White Hats got right here. And that one right there is going to be called on the defense on Kedry.
No,
and that right there.
Offset.
All right.
That's good.
Fortunate right there for him to offset.
Right.
The self-inflicted mistakes right here. That's what you got to cut down on.
Both teams.
So it looks like Braylon Nix is going to check in on defense. Pierce back in the shotgun. 3rd and long. Fake it to his running back. Step up in the pocket. He's got some green in front of him.
Oh, he didn't
Slides
get it.
down. And depending on where they spot it, they're going to give it to him.
That's not a very good spot.
Well, let's see right here. He might have him just short of it. No.
No.
I was looking at the line judge over there on the far side. And that run right there is going to be a first down. That's one thing. Sometimes you got to be careful when you pin your ears back and rush the quarterback. You give him a lane to step up in.
Right.
Good job of Pierce right there showing a little athleticism and picking up the first down. All right, so it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a power eye bunch formation this side. Dickerson under center. He's going to hand it off to the big back. Lowers his shoulder. And who is that?
I don't know, but we had a man in the backfield that almost took the handoff. Hawkins almost took the handoff.
That looks like it's going to be Makari Banks.
Pretty good
Defensive lineman. Listen to the defensive lineman.
Back there, ain't he?
Well, you know what? As much success as they had with that, I'd look to go to that a little more if I was them.
Right, why not?
You get all cute and everything in the spread, but when you got somebody like that, just hand it to them.
Right. We take the timeout there?
And after the timeout, Atlanta leads by 1, 7-6, with 2 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the half.
JB, once again, this Bulls defense thrown into the fire here, trying to keep us in the football game.
Yeah, important drive right here. It's going to be important to both teams.
Yeah.
Right before the half. 2nd and inches. Pierce in the gun. Drops back. Play action pass. Looks over there on the left side, and that one's going to be almost deflected by Cobbins. Intended for Dickerson and fell incomplete.
I thought Cobbins was going to pick it at first.
Almost did. You know, if he'd have took a couple more steps, looked like he would have been there.
Yeah, his angle just wasn't quite right or something.
Rangy. That's how I told you I was describing Cobbins.
Right. Look at the chains. We got 3rd down and 10 going the other way.
So here we go. Dickerson in the gun. Looks like he's going to keep it off his fake to his back. Steps out of a tackle. Got some room downfield and eventually be tackled inside Pewitt red zone, right about the 12-yard line.
He got some space right there, JB, and uses athleticism. Nice game for Ravs.
Oh, no, excuse me. It's going to be 32, isn't it, for Atlanta?
The big fullback, the big
Russell Limbrick. He's their fullback defensive lineman, junior. He looks like a load.
He's a big old cat back there, boy.
Looks like we've matched their personnel, though. We've got some heavier kids in on the defensive line. Dickerson's going to hand it off to him. Gets a block, steps out of a tackle, dives forward. He's going to have a touchdown for Atlanta.
there, we're kind of getting a dose of our own medicine right there, just running it right at us.
Yeah, sure are.
You pretty much know what's coming with the big fella lined up back there in the eye like that.
Yeah. Somehow or another, they're getting a pretty good angle on us when they go to that little tight bunch.
Right.
And they're just overpowering us right there.
Kind of looks like something special, that big kid running the ball right there. Everybody kind of got really excited he scored.
Good eye right there. Looks like they got this side fired up over here on the home side. Hernandez set to kick the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's going to be good.
He's got a leg on him.
That's going to make our score 14-6. Atlanta leads. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the half.
You know, JB, the Ravs getting a little momentum here, you know, new coaching staff and playing their first home game. And
looking to bounce back from a loss here at home.
Right.
Instead of 4 keys.
So, JB, what's this Bulls offense going to have to do to get back on track here?
You know, I think you got to start feeding your feature back, you know. And we hate to be redundant, you know, and you got to find a way to keep his helmet on, you know. Got to find a way to stay in the game right there.
Yeah.
I think we've had some success on the dive up the middle. We've had some times where we've been stuffed.
Right.
But you just got to keep pounding away with our offense.
Right.
You know, we've had success when we go too wide and run the trap. We've had some of that, but, you know, the more you go to the well on that, you know, the more those tackles are not going to fly upfield.
Right. Yeah, I want to see 8 get the ball 2 or 3 plays in a row. You know what I'm saying?
You're just going to have to pound them, and you're going to have to wear them down, just like they did us right there with the big back right there, you know.
Right.
You know.
Maybe young Amari right here gives us a spark that we
Need an explosive play right here to give you a spark. We've only got 2 minutes left to go, so you're going to get to see the 2-minute offense of the slot T.
Air Bulls.
Right. That's always going to bring the potential for some kind of screen or, you know, any kind of trick play, too.
JB, I think you're right, too. The white visor was the head coach, I believe. Right here on the 45, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get fired up, try to get some momentum rolling, like you said. Hernandez kicks it off. It's going to be fielded in the corner by Amari. Joking for just a second. Looks like he may try to reverse it to Hill. I didn't know if we were trying to set something up on that one right there. You see how Hill was jogging towards him?
I mean, yeah. Terrible field position to start the drive. We may just need to run a few dives here and get to the half and regroup, baby.
Yeah, there's going to have to be some adjustments made in the second half.
Right.
You know, they've had success with the Wildcat. They've had success with the big back. So that's a couple of things that they look like they're going to look to go back to.
Yep. I'm like you. We got the third Hill right here. You know,
you got to look to go to your man. You know, he's got to get some more touches here in this ball game.
Right.
Green's going to keep it. And he's going to take a lick and be tackled right about the 10-yard line. Clock rolls.
Nice pursuit by Atlanta's defense. We might not want to go fast right here, JB. Atlanta going to take a timeout, going to try to get the ball back again for the half.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play it aggressively with their timeouts.
Well, sure. Well,
how many they got left? One after that one?
One after that one.
So
you know, they got all the momentum right here. Why not make us make the punch snap and make the kick out there out of our own end zone?
You know just as well as I do at this level of ball right here in high school, you know, the further the score gets, you know, the more morale drops up and down, that momentum that we talk about, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You start seeing body language is different, you know.
Yes, sir.
And both teams right here are going to be hungry for their first win.
Right.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Reggie Cumro can come up with here.
It'd be kind of dangerous to throw it this deep in your own territory, wouldn't
you got to be careful. Everybody talks about, you want to go to the air, you know, but especially in our offense right here. We seen it last week on the play-action boot rollout, you know, where you had the strip sack turned into a touchdown. That's like you say, you don't want to give up anything like that right here. Right. You want to be aggressive, but you've got to take care of the ball and take care of everything.
Kind of like in basketball land, trying to get a 2-for-1 right here.
So 2nd and 9 for the Bulls. Green rolls left, throws it back over there on the right side, and Amari's got a bunch of blockers in front of him with a lot of ground. And there's that throwback screen. Amari opens up, one man to beat, and he'll be slung down just over in Atlanta territory, right about the 36-yard line. Oh, nope, 39-yard line.
Knew it was coming, didn't we, JB?
Yeah, you did. Good call right there, Lance. And it looks like he's out of bounds.
That was thrown to him. That's thrown to the tailback there, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was. And you see how, Hill was kind of trapped in the middle right there. It looks like they were expecting to go back to the fullback, and Amari snuck out of there.
Another little wrinkle right there added to the throwback.
So here we go. Just over a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Green takes the snap, looks for room, gets one block from Tavian, lowers his shoulder. He'll be tackled right about the 37-yard line. And the clock rolls. Second down.
Still have 2 timeouts left.
Spread formation, 4 wide. Green under center, drops back, looks to throw it over there in the flat. It's going to be caught by Weaver. And he's going to reach for the sideline, close to the first down.
He's going to get the 30-yard line with the tackle.
Oh, and he's going to wave the clock to run.
Well, you got to stop the clock on the first down.
As Pewitt's going to take their timeout. Looks like Pewitt's going to take a timeout.
Is that our final one? No, we got one more left.
I think we've got one more also.
Hey, nice play right there.
Good play call right there.
If Weaver don't lose his feet, he gets out of bounds. We save our timeout,
I'm surprised Amari got caught right there on that throwback screen. I thought he was going to be gone.
These cats over here fast in Cass County. You see all these track state championship banners around here? I'm telling you, that you see the football state championship banner down there to the 2003 Rabbit team. I was lucky enough to witness and see them play, and may possibly be one of the fastest defenses I've ever seen play in high school football. Oh, yeah, them cats were fast, boy. I'm not for sure exactly who they beat down there in Tyler, but they won the title down there in Tyler that year. Yeah, them cats were fast. Yeah.
And so how quickly things can change. Like you say, you go from being in danger in your own territory. Right. Now you're down in Atlanta's territory, looking to try to put some points on the board. And definitely, you're really looking to score and get the 2-point conversion and tie this one up.
Right.
Then you'd be in pretty good shape considering how poorly you've played to start things off.
That was blowed up from the get-go there.
This one right there looks like it wasn't executed very well. I'm not sure if Green was supposed to hand that one off.
Maybe they was going to try to run the option to the right, and the offensive lineman got shoved back into Green.
Yep. Pewitt lines up quickly. Looks like they handed off inside to Hill. And that one right there is going to go close to nowhere.
Take it.
And the clock rolls. 35 seconds left to go in the half. Let's see how we play with our timeouts. We've got one remaining. You're all right here. Line it up. Slot T formation. Green under center. Sends Johnson in motion. He's going to hand it off to Hill up the middle. And forward progress will be stopped right about the 27-yard line. And looks like Pewitt's going to take their final timeout with 16 seconds left to go in the half. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It just looked like when we went to the hurry up there, we got in a hurry, I guess, shall I say. It just didn't look real smooth there to me.
Well, the first play was poorly executed right there. And, you want to set things up in sequence,
right.
So that kind of puts you in a hole right there.
So now you got 4th down.
Right.
1 or 2 plays left in the half. You're just going to line Hill up out here on the outside.
I expect them to probably go 4 wide, and they'll probably look for their favorable spot to throw it. I'm like you. I want to see Hill run right down the seam.
Mm-hmm.
You may see him out wide.
Let him go get it.
Let's see what the offense comes
already
up
showed
with.
you he'd go get it.
Yeah, he sure will. One of them right there in the slot right there, and let Green put it on a rope right in the end zone. Now, if it falls incomplete, if you don't have a turnover, it looks like Atlanta's still going to have just a little bit of time left.
I don't know what it's going to be right here, JB, but I'm already talking to Green in the huddle, in his ear hole, in his helmet.
Well, we're going to go double tight. Looks like we're going to the slot T. I expect maybe some trickeration. Corner's playing off. Green is going to pitch it out wide to Amari. Looks deep. He's got Mekhi Perry.
Oh.
And that one right there is going to fall incomplete.
No, he called it a catch.
He called it a catch?
That's a catch.
Oh, my goodness, on the far side over there. I missed it, and what a play.
What a catch by Perry.
Man, I'm going to have to give him some props for that one. I seen him earlier in the week. I asked him if he was going to be ready to catch a pick.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to come up with a big 4th down reception right before the half.
I'm looking over here to see if DJ Siv got us a replay over here.
So that one right there couldn't have been done any better. You got the pass completed,
Right.
1st down picked up, and the clock stopped. 11 seconds left to go. Got to go to the air right here again. No timeouts. Green pulls it off his fullback, gets a block from Brown, races to the corner of the end zone. That's going to be touchdown, Paul Pewitt.
Woo, that's big right there, JB. That's big, JB.
Man, talk about a turn of events when you start down there in your own territory.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Atlanta just scores, to take the lead. And
looks like momentum is all but slipping away from you to go into the half, and then you respond with a drive like that and a touchdown. Got to give offensive coordinator Reggie Cumro some credit on that one.
Yeah, he come up with a little extra wrinkle on the,
on
the throwback screen,
Come up with it when he had to have it.
Right.
So here we go right here. Important 2-point conversion. Pewitt trying to tie the ball game here right before the half. Just 5 seconds left to go. 2-point attempt.
Comes this way.
Johnson in motion. Nope, he's going to ride off the motion, and that's a tendency breaker right there. 2-point conversion from Hayden Green. Some more tendency breaker from Reggie Cumro right there.
JB, it looks like to me, I'm just up here watching, but it looks like that the defense wasn't game planning for the quarterback to be able to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And looks like maybe we have figured that out. And here on this drive, Green had 3 or 4 touches on this drive here.
You got to give Tavian credit over here on that one where he scored. He got the block outside, and then good hard running right there by Green to put it in the end zone. Ooh, so we got a ball game here.
Yes, sir.
Tied 14-all here. 5 seconds left to go.
There's that momentum right there going into the locker room. We, it's clearly on the Bulls' side now.
But, those last couple of series, with the way things unfolded, that's the difference between, being 1-1 and 0-2 right there. Those kind of plays right there.
Yeah.
And like we talked about the morale and the momentum and everything, when you go into the half tied off of that drive right there versus trailing, it's a totally different ball game.
Right.
It's a totally different feel.
You got everybody's attention a little more. Everything's going your way.
Right now, the Pewitt coaching staff has got to be going in there in the locker room and say, hey, fellas, we played pretty poorly in that first half, and we're still right here tied.
Right.
So let's clean up what we can, fix all of our mistakes, and let's go out here and get this win.
I'm not sure, but I believe we've had 3 turnovers. Fumbles here in the first half, I believe.
Now, as we talk about the details, too, important for the kick coverage right here.
Yeah,
can't give nothing up. Can't give up points. Maybe, you got to expect Atlanta to do anything, right? A reverse, any kind of throwback.
Yeah, I'd squib it or something right here. I wouldn't try to get in these back
I'd kick it to one of these kids up front right here.
Right at him.
One of these higher jersey numbers right here.
Right.
Hodges, he's going to pooch it and be fielded right about the 20-yard line. Looking for some room over here on the right side.
Uh-oh.
Stutters. And eventually be chased down to look like Eric Morrison on the tackle. And that right there is the kind of coverage you wanted. And the kind of tackle.
Makai Perry, wasn't it? 7.
Makai Perry.
Hey, it was a big catch.
Big plays.
Yes, sir.
Good job from Makai Perry with the big catch and the big tackle right before the half. And right there, our score is going to be tied 14-all going into the half.
Yeah, JB, like you said, the Bulls kind of got to feel good about themselves. Hadn't played the greatest half of football right here, and we're still in this football game, so got to kind of feel good about ourselves going into halftime.
You definitely got to. That's the message that you're preaching in there if you're on the coaching staff.
Right.
They're going to make some adjustments, see what we come up with defensively. The Wildcat package is going to be something we have to adjust to. The big back that they've been handing it to. We'll see what they come up with here.
Yeah.
Good evening. The Pewitt Consolidated Independent School District proudly presents the Pewitt Blazing Blue Brahma Band. The directors for this evening are David Waschok and James Waddell. The color guard instructor is Jax Newman. The title of tonight's show is Of Cinder and Time. The drum majors are Kimberly Martin and Isabel Casas. The color guard captain is Krista Bigelow. And now, the award-winning Pewitt Blazing Blue Brahma Band. Rama Band. Overall Band Student of the Week is Gavin Bigelow. The most improved band member of the week is Stephen Pretty. Art member of the week is Cody Whitaker. Section of the week is the trumpet section. The directors would like to thank the parents, the Band Booster Club, the school board, our administrators, our community, our band managers, and our faculty for their support.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field, the Atlanta High School Band, the Big Bad Band from Rabbitland. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Morgan Price and J.C. Korn. This week's section of the week is the low remix. The bandsmen of the week are Haley Sanford and Gage Watley. The freshmen of the week are Mackenzie Lanshaw and Gavin McConnell. Now sit back and enjoy as the band performs their 2021 field production, The Awakening, featuring clarinet soloists, drum majors J.C. Korn and Morgan Price. Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta High School Band, the Big Bad Band from Rabbit Man. The band is under the direction of Keith Sanders, David Thompson, Kristen Thompson, Hunter Hale, Andrew Hallday, and Larry Bashir. Color guard coordinator is Miss Kara Jean. The band and their staff would like to thank the faculty and staff of AHS, Atlanta IMC, Atlanta Band Boosters, and our Atlanta community for their support. Thank you for your applause and enjoy the game. And go Rabbits! Couple of halftime scores to share with you. 26-16, Union Grove 6 at the half. Argyle 48, Pleasant Grove 0 at the half.
Hey, Sip, can somebody grab me another Rice Krispie treat? Thank you, sir.
Going back to receive the second half kickoff. Number 18, Justin Byrne. And number 22, Aiden Stout.
And as we're set to return here for the second half, back where we started. Tie
Yes,
ball
sir.
game.
Even.
This one right here has been pretty competitive.
Yeah.
A little sloppy, a little poor executed from both sides.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's kind of like each side just matches the other side. Whatever you're going to do, I'll just,
Big final drive right there by the Pewitt offense.
Right.
Finding a way to stay in this ball game.
The Bulls defense sure did do a good job the last part of that first half of keeping us in the football game.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments the defense makes. There was a few things that Atlanta was having success on, the Wildcat package, and then when they went to the big back. Hodges set to kick for the Bulls. This one here is going to be fielded right about the 30-yard line. Looks for room over to his right side, picks up a block.
Right.
And he's going to be chased and eventually slung down right about the 42-yard line. So we're going to see our first look here at the Pewitt defense in the second half. See what both teams can do to adjust and what they can try to find some success on.
Once again, the Rabs starting off with great field position off the kickoff return.
The drives that they've had success on, what did we say? The 2 drives they scored on, they were in positive territory.
Right.
So field position is going to be a big factor here tonight.
Right.
Pierce in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Looks like Hernandez is back. Dickerson to the top of the screen. He's going to hand it off to Hernandez right up the middle. Gets a block or two. He's got some room outside. Runs through a tackle, and he's going to be eventually wrapped up and slung down deep inside Pewitt territory right about the 6-yard line.
Well, Jerry, that started off with a nice block by the offensive lineman up front. I may have could have run through that hole for him to get going, and once he got his wheels going.
Got another good block from his receiver.
Right, and we tried to arm tackle him.
So here we go.
Bulls
lined up quickly for Atlanta.
Back against the wall again.
Pierce in the gun. He's going to hand it off for Hernandez again right up the middle. And that right there, just like that, Atlanta's going to score.
Wow.
2 plays just like that. It's not the kind of start you wanted for this Pewitt defense.
No, sir, not at all.
Looks like Hernandez came up fired up out of the half to run the ball there.
He's a pretty good football player.
Yeah, doing the kicking for him.
Right. Plays a little defense, too.
Running the ball hard. We talked about they had some injuries to the running back spot. Looks like he's going to answer the bell for him here.
Right. They may have found them a football player. These extra points are crucial.
Snap is back. Kick is up. That's going to be good. And Atlanta's going to lead 21-14 over Pewitt here early in the second half.
Wow.
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. I don't know if you could see any adjustments on that or not, JB.
I mean, the only adjustment right there is just to stiffen up. You know, your linebackers are going to have to play that better right there.
Right.
You know. We talked about the 3-3 stack like that, like there are pros and cons out of it like anything else. But when your guards and your tackles are able to get off into the second level, it's like anything else.
Yeah.
Going to have to find a way to stiffen up.
Hey, the Hernandez kid is excited down there, too.
Yeah, he's fired up.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking to take advantage of his opportunity.
He just told the head coach to give it to him, put the Zeke on him.
A lot of football left to be played in the second half here, though. Hernandez is going to be set to kick it off. So back deep this time, we've got Amari Johnson and Tavian Brown deep. After that score right there, puts pressure on your offensive unit.
Right. Really sure can't have a 3-and-out now.
Hernandez boots this one away. It's going to be a driving kick. Take a bounce in the end zone for a touchback.
So many times there, Jerry, at the high school level, you see that receiver on that kickoff there, not sure whether he can catch the ball or not catch the ball right there by the goal line like that. You end up making big mistakes. Amari was coached up pretty well on that by a special teams coach, I reckon. Knew what to do.
Yeah, we've seen some growth from him there. I mean, you remember times last year where he would catch it deep inside the 5, you know, and try to make something happen with
Running
it.
back towards the end zone when he caught it.
Right. He's got a lot of confidence in himself, and that's what you want. But heads-up play right there to let it go in the end zone.
Right.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Green sends Johnson in motion. He's going to hand it off inside to DeAndre Hill. He's going to have a nice run. Looks to gain close to 8 yards.
Nice positive yards on 1st down.
That right there was the trap that we're talking about. Right. We're going to come back to that. We're going to see that a time or two.
Right.
Need one of those to break.
Yeah.
And more importantly, what did we all agree upon? We just agreed that you got to get DeAndre Hill going here, right? Yeah. You know, he's your feature back.
Your fullback had over 100 yards there in the first half of play.
Right. And only on, 12 touches?
Right.
So here we go. Hand off to Tavian on the left side. And after some hard running, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, he showed a little burst of speed right there when he first started to come around the corner.
Move the chains.
Move the chains, wide hat.
10 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That's a big 1st down for the Bulls. You don't want to throw your defense right back out there again after giving up 80-yard touchdown drive on 2 plays.
Competitive ball game. Both teams looking for their first win on the season here. Both teams hungry for it.
Games like this doing nothing but making you better.
Green takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Hill up the middle again. Shakes out of a tackle.
Once again, 10 yards for Hill.
Looks like plus 14 on that. Moving the chains again right there. He's going to break one of those right there. You got to keep hammering them. You got to keep pounding them right here. That's what that offense does.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we get a little more success on the sweep, and then that'll open up the trap on the inside.
Right.
You know, you see they've got their free safety. He's parked right there about 9 or 10 yards, right there about in the middle of the defense right there, waiting for that trap right there.
Right.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball near midfield.
Golly, bum.
We're going to whistle it dead. It's going to be false start.
Yeah. I didn't say who it was. They wouldn't have blown it dead if it wasn't on the offense. I don't think. So after you get a big 1st down run by your fullback, then you put yourself behind the chains again.
Yeah, hopefully you get those cleaned up as you work your way through the preseason. We had a run of that last year even during the preseason like that. We'd have 4 or 5 penalties, 4 or 5 false starts
and they were
early
false
on.
starts last year is what it was last year.
Yeah, and that was even with a veteran offensive line then.
Right.
So here we go, 1st and 15. Hill up the middle, bangs behind his offensive line, does a good bit of hard running, and he's going to make up a lot of that lost ground, setting us up in 2nd and manageable.
You know, JB, if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know. So far, the Trouts had success here early in the 2nd half. Something you talked about at halftime.
Yeah, like I say, when you line up in that even front there with 4 down linemen right there, you're trying to trap it in the middle. Look right here, we've got DeAndre Hill checking out of the ball game again.
You know, and that may have been a little easier in the middle right there, big 32. He's been on the sideline for the last play or two.
Looks like the play clock's going to go down. Let's see what we got right here. Okay, they've reset it here. All right, here we go. Morris checks in at fullback. Green under center. He's going to hand it off to Morris. He's going to fall forward for maybe, looks like they're going to have him right about the line of scrimmage, bringing up 3rd down. Hill checks back into the ball game on 3rd down. Hodges brings the play in.
Once again, JB in pretty good need of 1st down right here. Keep things going our way.
Green hands it off to Brown. Spins forward.
He got rolled up. Hope the young man gets up. Yes, sir. Move the chains, wide hat.
Yes, go ahead.
Tavian, he does hard running most of the time when he gets it.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't hesitate much.
No.
Turns his shoulders up, gets what he can.
Him and Amar are going to be dogs next year, boy.
8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Their senior year.
1st and 10. Green drops back, play action pass, got a man deep, and that's going to be just overthrown, just out of the hands of Noah Mayo there. And when we talk about the play action game right here, we don't throw it very often, but when we do, you got to have them, you know.
Yeah, we had them sucked in there too. They bit on it for sure.
Right. That one right there could have been big points right there.
Yep. He had 2 choices on that play. Actually, both guys were running wide open down the seam of the field.
Just overshot him just a little bit.
Yes, sir. He'd like to have that one back, I'm sure.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Play clock at 15 seconds. Perry and Johnson are wide. Maybe you go back up top to Amari here.
Trap.
And it's going to be Hill on the dive. Lunges forward for a pretty decent gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, see, JB, that's pretty good work up front by the big fellas there.
Yeah, good surge right there.
Yes,
nice
sir.
low pad level right
Yes,
there from
sir.
Hill. Good job to get a lot of that back right there.
Right, now it's 30 manageable now.
And that's like we go back to talking about. You're going to be in 4 down territory here. Hodges brings the play in. Just over 8 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
This Bulls offense needing an answer.
Bulls offense on the march in Atlanta territory. 2 receiver split. Green's going to hand it off up the middle to Hill. He's going to be short of the 1st down, bringing up 4th down. And now you've got another big decision right here.
I end up losing a yard on the play. All right, JB, what you got? Fourth and 4.
4th and 4. Let's see what we got right here. You probably want to try to get it outside to Amari right here.
Either that or Green gonna keep it.
Maybe play action pass again. Morris is in at the fullback spot. Green under center. This time he's going to reverse out, and that one right there is going to be chased down, and it's going to be turnover on downs as Atlanta takes over with a little over 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
So Atlanta's defense was the first big stop here in the 2nd half.
Yep. Big spot right here in the ball game right here. The game is, kind of in the balance. It's far from over right here, but this one right here, this drive.
One of the momentum sweet shifts could be right here.
This drive right here is going to be important for both teams. Jet motion. Pierce is going to hand it off up the middle to Dowden. Breaks out to the right side. He's got the angle. Chased from behind by Amari Johnson. Eventually slung down. Going to create a horse collar tackle. But after that, that's going to spot him on the 1 yard line anyways.
Yeah, he's going to score a touchdown if he don't horse collar him there.
So it looks like they found some success right there running off the jet motion right there. That really puts a pretty good strain on your linebackers because they've got to be able to fly outside. But then you've also got to stay at home and wait for the back to come right to you.
Young man showed pretty good speed there, too.
Yeah, Dowden, he's just a sophomore for him right there. Looks like that young man right there, he could be rough.
I said a while ago it was Hernandez that was so fired up on the sideline. No, it was Dowden who was the one that was fired up on the sideline a while ago.
Maybe he was waiting on his chance to get in there.
Yes, sir. Like I told you earlier, that Dowden name, that's the Queen City name from in the past. From, Atlanta, Queen City right here side by side.
Right. So here we go, 1st down at the 1 yard line. He's going to hand it off to his running back. He's going to have a touchdown. And Atlanta's going to extend the lead here with just over 7 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bringing our score to 27-14 before the extra point attempt.
See a lot of hands on hips on the Bremen side of the football.
So that right there, the defensive stats have took a hit here to start the 2nd half right here.
Yeah, we'd held them to double-digit yards there in the 1st half. They didn't have 100 yards.
They're probably going to have close to 100 yards on 4 plays there.
Yes, sir.
Hernandez set to kick the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. And that's going to be good. And that's going to extend your Atlanta lead 28-14 over the Brahmas here with 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Hernandez has the ball teed up. He'll be kicking deep to number 11, Amari Johnson. And number 23, Tavion.
After that score right there, Pewitt finds herself trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Still a lot of football left here, though, Jerry.
Yeah, there's no reason to hang your head. There's still plenty of time to get something going, but I think we've seen Coach Dorsey over there coaching them up in the huddle. You got to find a way to get one score right here.
Right.
You know, you might want to, hold your head down, and, hope may be slipping out of the foreseeable future, but you got to find a way to get a score right here.
Yeah. Here's where some of your senior running back, DeAndre, or some of your seniors got to come in and step up.
Yeah, good point right there. This is a moment where some of your seniors have got to step up.
Because there still is a lot of football now.
Some area scores. Mount Vernon leads 21-0 over Pittsburgh. DeKalb 27-0 over New Boston. Gilmer's 36-14 over Henderson. And Tatum is up 21-0 over Dangerfield. So here we go. 2 receiver split. Green hands it off to Hill up the middle.
That's, I think we just need to keep pounding that right here.
That's what it's going to have to be. It's like you said, going to it right now, Amari, he hadn't had a chance to break on the sweep. So it's been hard for us to get the ball outside.
Once again, positive yards on first down.
You got to find a way to build off those plays.
Right.
You got to find a way to keep that going. Morris checks in at the fullback spot. He's going to hand it off to Tavion over on the left side. Wrapped up close to the line of scrimmage, if not a loss. Bringing up another 3rd down for this Bulls offense.
Got to throw something at him right here, JB. Something different at him right here.
Yeah, you need to find a way to convert this one right here. Now, we've already had some of our better looks. I mean, we've had the throwback screen. We've had the, pitch pass.
Yeah, we've been in the bag of tricks this evening.
It's going to be Amari over on the right side. Looks for some room. Got Green in front of him. There's that speed right there. There's the one right there. And just as I said, we weren't able to get outside. You hand it off to young Amari Johnson, and there it is, just like that.
Yes, sir.
Was that one Coach Dorsey was looking for right there? That's the one.
That was it.
That young man's going to be fired up.
Yeah.
And you had to have that one right there.
Yeah.
Had to have that one right there. You could almost feel the game slipping away, as far as being competitive.
That's one of your big-time players stepping up, making a big-time play when your squad needed it the most.
Just like you said, happened to be a junior right there, but we know he's one of the biggest threats on this team.
Right.
Looks like we may have a cramp down.
And like I said, he's listed as a junior, but in my mind, he's, I told you last year, being all them reps as a sophomore.
Yeah, you talked about the benefits of when you have those deep runs, how many more extra practices you get.
Well, that's just like DeAndre. He's been playing since a freshman. Think about how many extra practices he's got the last 3 years. All your successful programs in Texas high school football, they go 3 or 4 deep every year at least. And you get to move your underclassmen, your freshmen up.
That's where you talk about when you play an extra 3 or 4 weeks, you get an extra 15, 20 practices.
Right. Everybody else shooting basketball, and you're still practicing football. If you don't think that makes a difference, it does.
So it looks like the Atlanta player is going to walk off under his own power. We're going to get a chance to huddle up right here. Looks like we're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Looks like the special teams coordinator sheet's looking real good in here. 2 receiver split. Let's see if we feed it to Hill right up the middle.
Yeah,
it's going to be trapped.
Yes, sir.
And the 2-point conversion is going to be good.
Yes.
And Pewitt's going to cut into that lead. Atlanta's going to lead 28-22.
Nice answer by the Bulls offense, Jerry.
Had to have it.
Had to have it.
Had to have it. What about the speed and acceleration by Amari on that one?
When that young man got his shoulders squared.
I told you earlier, it surprised me that they caught him on the one that he had earlier.
Right.
And it looked on that last play where he scored, looks like they had an even better angle. Right. But he just turned on the juice.
Yeah, he ate that angle.
He just turned on the jets.
Really
and when that young man, when he stripped out right there, he was gone.
Yeah.
Now, the big question is right here. We were talking about how we hope the defense adjusted. And so far, it doesn't look like they've adjusted very well.
No.
Atlanta's found something that they like off that jet motion and running the back the other way. Yeah. Pewitt's defense is going to have to find a way to answer that.
Right, because we hadn't come close to, I think, what did we say a while ago, four plays, four of the same plays for about 130 yards here to start second half.
Yeah, in 2 drives, 4 plays, 120 yards.
Yeah, and like we said, the 4 same plays, you know.
And in the first half, we had held them under 100 yards.
Right.
You know?
Right. You know, and, well, you know, a lot of that's going to be because they had the short field on the kickoff returns,
Right.
you know, on their possessions.
Right, and they scored on those.
But still, you know, still held them on double-digit yards.
So we've got our special teams group huddled up right here. Might we see maybe a surprise onside right here, something like that, try to get the ball back? You've got DeAndre Hill in on the kickoff unit. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Atlanta leads 28-22 over Pewitt.
DeAndre's going to kick it, Jerry.
That's going to be a high pooch kick. Oh. Bobbled. And right there, that may be the break you needed.
Almost.
I think Atlanta ended up recovering
Falling on it, yeah.
But a little change up right there with a tough catch.
That was almost that break we needed right there.
Almost. On the other side of the coin right here, though, you're going to set them up with pretty good field position. They're going to start, you know, just right about the 42-yard line.
We need to get one of them turnovers back right here.
Got to find a way to stop the run first. You know, Atlanta's found some things they like I said. And it's one of those things like in our offense, you know, if it's not broke, you know, don't fix it. So here we go. Jet motion from Dickerson. They're going to hand it off to him. Looking for a block. Stutters for just a second. And he's going to drive forward and have a good gain right about midfield.
No, we played that pretty well. We tried to string it on out, but we were getting pushed backwards the whole time. We were trying to string it out, you know.
Right. Nobody was able to get penetration to hit him on the other side of the line of scrimmage there.
Right. He didn't get outside on us, but.
So here we go. Atlanta's going to line up. Looks like they'll probably check it. Nope, he's going to send his receiver in motion. Hand it to Hernandez in the backfield. Looks for room right up the middle. He'll be cut down by Ryder Gibson after a gain, first down. Clock rolls, just under 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Bulls defense got to find a way to get their back up right here, JB.
Pierce lines up quickly in the gun. Pewitt showing some pressure. We'll see what kind of adjustments we make here on defense. Are we in something we like? Tavian backpedals. The linebackers look like they're creeping up to the line of scrimmage. And that one right there is going to be hit near in the backfield.
Number 4.
Joey Green on the blitz.
On the blitz. The difference there, we were there to make, but we made the tackle that time. We've been there a few times tonight, and we just didn't make the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Hernandez, the success he had, you better hit him early before he gets going.
Yeah.
So here we go. 2nd and 11. Pierce in the gun. Drops back. Rolls out of the pocket.
Nice play.
He's chased down from behind.
Joey Green right again. Nice play by Joey Green coming from his linebacker spot.
Pressure from the linebackers right there. Bring up 3rd and long right here. Now you got to finish this one right here.
Right.
You got to finish it. It's not over.
Get off the field right here.
Looks like they're going to keep Pierce at quarterback. They haven't went to the Wildcat look right here.
Well, I'd be going to the power look is what I'd have went to.
We talked about those couple of things they had success on was Dickerson at the Wildcat and then the power back. Now I expect them to take a shot up here up top to Dickerson.
Yeah.
Look like it's going to be Eddie Thomas on the coverage. Let's see what we get right here.
You're going to get some help, though, I think.
Pierce looks over to the right, looking to set up the screen. That one's going to be chased down from behind. Well short of the first down, chased down by Weaver.
Weaver on the stop.
Looked like he recovered well from that banged-up injury he had there in the first half.
Looks like he'd seen that on film or something. He'd read that pretty well.
Good pursuit by the young man.
Yep.
4th down right here.
Now Atlanta's in no man's land pretty much, right? I mean,
well, they've got a good punter. You know, do you try to pin us in our own territory, or do you take a chance right here? You know, I think we had pointed out in the first half how we weren't putting much pressure on the punt team. Got to expect a fake one right here at some point.
Right.
Is Hernandez back there to punt? There you go. There it is right there.
Yep.
Eyes open.
Better watch
eyes
out. You
open.
better watch out.
Well, it looks like we're going to stay in our base defense right here.
They're going to call a timeout. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, they called timeout. They've already called timeout. They've already.
Looks like Coach Mason's trying to get his defense lined up. We may be on top of it here.
Well, why'd that turn around and signal timeout for Atlanta?
He said, "My bad."
Oh, I guess so, JB.
Easy. Early in the season, give the man a break.
Hey,
give him a break. He's he's
just-
probably underpaid and overworked,
I understand.
Hernandez back deep.
Just make sure
He looked like he glanced for a second, like he wanted to fake it. It's going to be a
Get away
high
from
punt.
it. Get away from it.
That one right there is going to take a Atlanta bounce and be spotted right about the 21-yard line. So
Good job by the Bulls defense.
that right there keeps you in the ball game.
Yes, sir. You get that momentum building a little bit. It's got to score, got a 3 and out, or got to stop.
Yep, good job on the punt team right there. I think Coach Mason was all over that one. I think when they put Hernandez in there, they were wanting to go for the fake punt there. My security team was pointing it out to me up here up top.
Right. Now's when you pound black, Jerry. You know what? Now's when you send your fullback right here. You got to pound him.
Well, Amari answered for you last time. So your playmakers have got to answer for you regardless. I like this look right here. We've got one split out wide. Looks like it's going to be Perry. Bulls line up in the slot otherwise. And let's see, we're going to get Coach Dorsey's discussing it with the white hat over there. And as I was looking over here on the sideline too, it looked like Atlanta's normal punter. He was the one that had got hurt catching that screen out there.
Okay.
So that may have been why Hernandez was in there too.
But he still looked like he hesitated right before he kicked it.
He did.
He took a peek, didn't he?
Like I say, we've got all eyes covered up here. We've got our security team next to us here, letting us know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Perry split wide, Green under center. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Green's going to hand it off up the middle, and he'll have a gain of close to 4 yards.
Yeah, 17 just barely tripped DeAndre up there.
Keep pounding it. Keep hitting at it.
Right there.
You got to keep trying to knock that door down.
It's like a nail. You got to just keep hammering,
Got to find a way to stay in this ball game right here and get the lead.
Right. This type of situation just built for you fullback too, for you slot to your offense to
take over. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Amari Johnson's going to be split right. Looks like Green and Hill in the backfield. Green's going to take the snap, student body right, looks to get a couple of blocks out in front, and that one right there is going to be tackled for no gain, bringing up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it looks like he may have just misread that a little bit, like he may could have got outside, but
Well, it looks like that we split out Amari and looked like we were just going to go, we didn't fake the dive, so we were just going quarterback speed right, or speed sweep, quarterback sweep.
Right.
And then who was it there, number 17? He made a pretty good play right there.
Hey, he's had a pretty good second half. 17 has.
It looks like Kennington, one of their better defensive players
Sure
on that side of the ball right there.
Has been. Here comes a big 3rd down for the Bulls offense.
We'll see right here, we're going double tight, slot T formation. Maybe get Green rolling out this way for his left hand. That's what it's going to be. Looking for Hill on the other side. Throws it back. It's going to be completed. He's got 3 blockers out in front. Shrugs off a tackle. Makes a great effort.
Wow. What?
And it looks like he'll still be short of the first down.
Hey, that's pretty well played by Atlanta because when he first caught it, it looked like he was gone.
Well, we had 3 blockers out there in front, and then, like you say, somebody did a tremendous job of pursuing it. So here we go, 4th down.
Big 4th down play here. Do you burn one of your timeouts here so you can get 8 back on the field?
That's a good question. Play clock's rolling down. It looks like that's what we're probably going to get.
Take the timeout.
And you almost have to.
Right.
If
you're going to go for it right here, you
got to have him in.
You got to have 8 on the field.
You got to have him in. There's no way about it.
Not to take nothing away from anybody else, but you got to have you.
So Pewitt's going to take their first time out. Just 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Atlanta leads 28-22 over Pewitt.
Third quarter score, Tatum 21, Dangerfield 0.
about the 42-yard line, and that's what you talked about right there. If you're looking to pick that one up right there, you've got to have your guy on the field.
Right.
Now,
and what a difference does it make?
What a difference does it make? Now, as you look to build some momentum right here, looks like Bird's going to check into the fullback spot. We've seen some exciting things from him. We like the way he carried it early in the scrimmage, but he had the fumble tonight.
Right, and that's the only touch he's had. I'm trying to stretch it out real quick.
Maybe we'll get Amari over there to the right side this time.
Yep, wide side, nope.
He's going to hand it off to Brown on his left side.
Setting it up right there, JB.
That's it, that's it. He's going to fall forward close to the 40-yard line.
Hey, that's 4 yards, 5 yards, more than that.
That's like you said, setting it up. Setting it up.
7 yards. 6
Good
yards.
spot.
Yeah.
Made up for some of those we had in the first half.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, never mind. Look, now they got it spotted back. I didn't think you got that quite that far.
Well, time runs out here in the third quarter. Atlanta leads 28-22 over Pewitt.
In addition to the sponsor list for the spirit items tonight, Amigo Wine. How about them cheerleaders? Third down and 1.
And that's how, that's how it should be right there. He should be exerting.
We talked about the offensive line coming together, the improvement that they're going to have throughout the year. Right. But that's what we talk about with the slot two right there. Of course, early in the season or early in the game, it's tough. But as you keep going, keep pounding, keep knocking, you wear down the defense.
Right.
And we look for it again right here with two receiver split. He's going to hand it off to Hill up the middle right here.
Boy, that's tough running. That's tough sledding right there.
It looks like he may be a little fired up here now.
Right.
As he inches his way closer towards the goal line. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Once again, the big fellas up front getting a good push there. Now we're going to go quick.
We're going to line it up quickly. We need Amari to get set out here out wide. He almost wasn't set on that last one. Green under center. Bobbles a snap. He's going to follow his fullback up in the hole, and he may fall forward for close to a yard, but that one was almost a disaster right there.
Could have been disaster, JB. Woo!
So here we go, 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Pewitt trails by 6. The ball is spotted almost just on the goal line. I don't know how we're not in already.
I don't either.
Green takes the snap. He's going to quarterback sneak, and he's going to fall in behind his old line as they punish some Atlanta defenders down there.
Hey, yes, sir. Good work up front by the big fella. He can't go.
So after that touchdown score right there, that ties the ball game. Just under 10 minutes left to go. Tied 28 all.
Important extra point right here.
Going for 2. Let's see if we get Hill up the middle or quarterback keep. Green's going to keep it over there on the left side. Loops around, reaches for the goal line.
Shoulder, yeah.
And he's going to have him out.
Oh!
And after the failed 2-point conversion, your ball game is going to be tied 28 all. Less than 10 minutes left to go. And here we go. We've got a ball game once again.
Yes, sir. That's a good effort by your quarterback there, JB. Even though he didn't get in, it was still a good effort.
Right, right. We didn't quite get that edge defender blocked over there on that left side, and that made him have to bubble out and gave the defense time to catch up with him.
JB, you got to credit this Bulls team right here. Come back 2 scores down here in the third quarter, and come right back at them.
You sure do, and led the way by who? DeAndre Hill and Amari Johnson.
There you go.
The 2 biggest offensive threats.
There you go.
Way to answer for them 2 young men right there.
You can see the young offensive line. You can see the young offensive line getting a little confidence up there. Especially like on the trap plays, they're blocking them. Pretty much good, more times than not.
Yeah, we hadn't had too many negative plays from them.
Yeah.
Some area scores. Harmony leads 13-8 over Hugh Springs. Mineola 35-3 over Willis Point. Mount Vernon leads 28-0 over Pittsburgh. DeKalb 27-6 over New Boston. Gilmer up big over Henderson. Tatum's up 28-6 over our Morris County brother over there, Dangerfield. Jefferson beating Center.
Where's a hook score? I want to see a hook score.
Wascom is trailing 28-34 to Timpson. And this one right here is going to be fielded by an Atlanta Rabbit. Picks up a head of steam.
Oh my God! Somebody got to tackle him.
Runs straight through the kickoff coverage.
That's that Dowden kid again.
And that's going to give them great field position to start things off right here.
Our kick coverage has kind of let us down here so far this evening, JB.
And the drives that they've been most successful on have started in our territory. That's the trouble with it.
Right.
Finish our scores here. Redwater leads 41-17 over New Diana.
New Diana was up 17-10 in that game too.
Hooks 28-21 over Winsboro in the third quarter.
Winsboro making a move. But once again, JB, the Bulls defense back against the wall. Bringing the safety down here.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Pierce in the gun. Tight end and wing set to his right. He's going to bring the jet motion this way. Hand it off to Dowden up the middle. And this one right here is going to be defended much better.
A little ready. We may have talked about that a little bit over on the sideline.
Coach Mason making some adjustments, and it looks like we're going to have substitution. We may get Dickerson in at the Wildcat package right here. Let's see how we defend this one. This is the first time they've gone to it in the second half.
Right.
He's that kind of cat right there that can make you pay, you know.
Joy Green was in on stop. Joy Green's had a pretty good football game here this evening.
Dowden in motion. We got a false start.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Easy, calm down there.
I got him. I had off-season counts.
No bigger football fan than Lance Luttrell here to my right.
Just making sure everybody's handling their business.
He's been on top of that Whitehead tonight, I'll tell you.
Yes, sir.
Cutting him no slack.
No, sir. He had a warm-up game last week.
No, it might have been Pittsburgh game over there.
May have been.
All right, so after that, it's going to back up the Atlanta offense. It's going to be close to 2nd and 15.
That could be the break the Bulls defense need here on this drive.
The Dickerson in the gun. Let's see if he keeps it or gives it this time. He's going to keep it over on his right side. He's got a seam.
Tackle that gun.
Dragging defenders. And who's that late in there on the hit?
You know, it's a big hit, but it's 15 yards down the field. But I want to say it was
You know, they found some success off the jet motion with it.
Right.
Whether it be out of the Wildcat like that.
Now they're going heavy.
And now it looks like 32, the big back's going to come in. Limbrick. He's a brick load, ain't he?
Yeah, you know, you think maybe you might be able to knock the ball away from him. He may not carry it all the time.
I don't know. You're going to have to hit him before he gets momentum going. They're going to hand it off to him. Surges forward.
Forward, Joy Green again on the stop.
Just over 8 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Tied 28 all. Atlanta marching into Pewitt territory.
Oh, and that turnover.
It's going to be about 2nd and 5.
They're going to run some kind of play action off of it this time.
Dickerson still here in the gun.
Well,
They may just be going heavy right over there. He's going to fake it to Lambert, keep it, and be met by a few Brahma defenders.
Pretty well defended right there by the middle of the Bulls defense. Led by number 25, Ryder Gibson. Forward, Joey Green.
Bringing up 3rd down for this Atlanta offense.
You know, and now they go back to the normal quarterback. Now's when I'd want to be bringing forward in. You know,
I was almost going to say you'd almost want to hand it to 32 there 3 times in a row and see where you're at.
Right.
But we don't get paid to call it. We just volunteer to talk about it.
Right.
Here we go. Pierce in the gun. Running back to his right. Bad snap. He's going to throw. Look at the screen. And that one right there is going to be intercepted. Amari Johnson with the big-time play. No one's going to catch him. And, when you talk about your top playmakers right there, that's the one right there, Amari Johnson.
And, JB, I seen it coming. He come from 15 yards back. He read it and come from 15 yards back and caught it on a dead sprint.
And that right there, that's what you needed right there. Pick 6.
Yes, sir.
Big-time play by Amari Johnson right there.
Yes, sir. Young man's had himself a football game here this evening, too.
That young man wasn't fooled by it at all, was he?
No. Caught it on a dead sprint, too.
And just right when you're on your heels and they're driving into your territory, that's the kind of play you got to have right there.
Hey, that's a dog right there, boy. That's when somebody gets after you.
Yeah, I think if we're going to have a player of the game, it's going to be a tough choice between him and Hill.
Important extra point right here. All important.
Very important extra point. And we're going for 2 right here. 32 checks into the ball game on defense. 2 receiver split. Green under center. Looks like we've got Eric Morris in the backfield at the fullback spot. It looks like we're going to call a timeout right here. All right, so Pewitt's first charge timeout. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Pewitt leads 34-28 over Atlanta with a very important 2-point conversion coming up.
Wow, Bulls defense coming up with a big play.
Huge play. So here we go. 2 receivers split wide. Green under center. He's going to hand it off to his fullback, Morris.
He got in.
Drives forward.
Yes.
No signal yet, and that one's going to be good, and that's going to make your score 36-28. Pewitt leads over Atlanta.
You know, JB, and they've kind of struggled out leading and whatnot, but the big fellas up front, you know, they made their impact on that one.
Yeah, they sure did right there. That, and then we had the quarterback sneak earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And isn't it crazy how momentum does? I mean, you look at this side right now after the pick 6, and it's just depleted, you know.
That's what makes high school football so great.
That's what makes it so special right there, just the emotions and the highs and lows of it, the peaks and the valleys, all of that right there, all the emotion right there. That's what you love about it.
Now, you may be too young to remember, but on the ABC, on the Wild World of Sports, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, it shows both sides of it.
Right. Yeah, a little too young. No idea what you're talking about. But
I
yeah,
didn't figure so. I didn't figure so. But you know,
appreciate the
hey,
education.
You'd have liked it. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you know, you'd have liked it.
Right on. I'm sure I would have. Not as much as I like that pick six from Amari right there.
Sir. No, sir.
That one right there.
I bet you didn't like it as much as Dorsey liked it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, but there's still a lot of football to play.
That's right. Less than 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pewitt leads by 8.
Now you're going to see how this Rabbit team responds. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to be careful going to the well trying to throw it right.
Right.
Our best corner right there, he just made you pay right there.
I mean, you ain't got Eddie. Tried it 3 or 4 different times tonight, and you hadn't got Eddie yet.
Well, you could argue, he's been on Dickerson over there a couple of times. And he's kind of kept him in check.
Yeah, he's been on their best cat the biggest part of the night.
Now, all important right here, we got to have good kickoff coverage right here.
Right, we
got to have it.
We can't give it plus side of the field right here to them.
Got to have it. Somebody go down here and make a tackle. Here we go. This one's going to be more of a line drive kick. Takes a big roll, fielded right about the 30-yard line. Is that Hernandez? Golly. And he's going to take it across midfield. And that's probably the one guy you didn't want to kick it to right there, Him or 4. That's going to put your defense in a tough spot again.
Every possession. Got to. Oh, mate. I'm not even looking. I'll tell you that. I'm not even looking. All right,
here we go.
Here we go, D.
After the good kickoff return from Atlanta, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 45 on the Pewitt side. Dickerson in motion. Pearson's going to take the snap, hand it off to Hernandez up the middle, gets a block or two, surges forward.
Oh.
Ball comes out for a second. He's going to be drugged down by Eric Morris eventually, and that one right there made you hold your breath if you're on the Atlanta side.
Right. It like to popped out.
Good run by Hernandez, though.
Eric Morris was going to be in position to have a chance to make the play in the hole, but he slipped and fell.
Yeah, it looks like he did. He was on the ground there. I didn't know if somebody had cut him, got to him.
No, he just slipped. He was going to be in the spot to make it.
So here we go. Pierce brings a jet motion again. This time he's going to hand it off to Hernandez again.
Brown on the stop for the Bulls.
Ball spotted right about the 30-yard line. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. First down for the Rabbits.
That Rabbit showing a little sense of urgency here.
I'll line it up. Let's see if they check it. Blitz look from the Pewitt defense. False start.
Yeah, that's going in motion. Got to be.
I thought I seen the guard jump out there early.
I think so.
Oh.
Hey, how you're blowing that dead then if it's offside? Did you make contact or something?
So a tough penalty for the Pewitt defense right there. That's going to set them up with 1st and 5. Got to beware of a shot play right here. Free play,
Yeah.
Might try to go play action, throw it deep.
If I'm Atlanta's coach, I try not to do nothing too much tricky here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you look right here like we're talking about Dickerson lined up at the bottom of the screen. Amari's covering him. So like you say, take your chances with that.
Yeah, this side's locked up over here.
Maybe they throw it to the back in the flat. Nope, play action. Looks Dickerson's way.
Oh.
And that right there, miscommunication on the route again, and Amari was the closest player to it.
Right.
Looked like he ran Dickerson's route for him almost.
He did.
Yeah, that's not where I want to go if you're the offensive coordinator. I'm not sure, especially after you check it right here.
Right.
So here we go. Line it up quickly. Dowden set to the left. Pierce in the gun. Second and 5. Let's see if they give it to the back right here, just to try to get in 3rd manageable. That's going to be it right there.
Oh, nice play.
Drug down tackle by
on the stop.
One of those super-looking sophomores right there on the roster.
Yep. So a big 3rd down here coming up for both sides of the ball, actually.
Right. They've had a field goal missed. I mean, Hernandez has got the leg to do it, but you got to think they're going to want to go for it on 4th down right here.
Right. Yeah, I don't figure they want to give us the ball back trailing.
So look right here, we're going to have Dickerson at the quarterback spot, Dowden deep in the backfield. He's going to turn around, hand it to him, missed tackled in the backfield, eventually drugged down, tackled right about the 13-yard line.
Enough first down, though. We had him in the backfield, JB.
Got to make the tackle.
Yes, sir. Once again, was in the spot, just didn't make the play.
Clock rolls, just under 5 minutes left to go here in the ball game.
We are right here.
Pewitt leads by 8. Dickerson in the gun. 3 backs in the backfield. This time he's going to fake it to his back, keep it.
Hawkins again tripping him up at the line of scrimmage and falling forward for a couple yards.
Looks like we may have somebody shooken up at the end. 4:20 left to go in the ball game.
Yep, getting down to crunch time now. Getting down to crunch time.
Who wants it more?
Yes, sir. Boy, that 2-point conversion a while ago was big by Eric Moore.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to see the defense stiffen up right here. I mean, you want to get a stop, of course, but you're right about that. A lot of guts to call it, and good execution to pick it up. So here we go. Dickerson still under center. Dowden and deep in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to him. No, keep it over there on the right side. That's going to be completed. Eddie Thomas in there on the tackle.
Eddie trying to bring the wood, wasn't he?
He was driving on that one too. I mean, he was just a step or two late, but he's been driving good on those balls, on those pass attempts. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in the ball game. Third down. They can still pick up a first down if they get the ball to the 4, so we're looking at 3rd and 2 right here. Dickerson under center. He's going to hand it off to Dowden up the middle, and he's going to surge forward.
They found something right there on the right side they like.
Yeah, especially when they would go with that kind of heavy bunch look right there.
All right, here you go, JB. What's your 2-point call right here if you're Atlanta on the offensive side of the ball?
I think you just got to run something off a jet, or you give it to the big back, Lambert.
Right. He's sitting over here, so it's going to be, I've seen him since 13 back in. 4's coming off holding his ribs over here.
Yeah, he was shook up after that one play right there.
He's having a hard time catching his air.
Looks like Atlanta's going to take a timeout to discuss it.
Well, we got,
Pewitt leads by 2, 36-34. Under 4 minutes left to go, and this is where your wheel comes into it.
Hey, man, this is where it's at.
Like you've been saying, what are they going to do right here?
Yeah. You got to feel like they're going to run some kind of trick off what they've been running out of this right here.
You could fake that dive right there and just try to throw it to your tight end or your back right there.
Or naked bootleg or something back this way, something off of what they've been running right here.
But you could just hammer it, right?
Right. Why would you not run
So here we go, same set for Atlanta. Pierce takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dowden, looking for room on that right side. And big time stop right there from that Paul Pewitt defense.
Yes, sir.
Who's in on the tackle that time? Eric Morris?
Eric Morris, number 2.
So, after the failed 2-point conversion, Pewitt leads 36-34 with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the ball game. You got to have your hands team ready.
Right. It's coming.
Got to have your hands team ready. You want to see Hill, and you want to see Amari, and you want to see those guys up there up front.
Shows that the Bulls have 2 timeouts left and the Rabs have 1. So you figure if we can get our hands on the football, JB, we're about 2 first downs away from sealing this one.
If you recover the kick,
right.
First off, you're in pretty good shape. And then think, if it is a short onside, attempt, you're already in their territory.
Right.
And like you say, just a couple of first downs away.
Yeah.
And it'll come down to penalties and ball security for me.
Right.
No negative plays.
Execution.
Ooh, what a game.
What a game.
What a game.
Hey, man. You got to like it.
I love it.
Good and competitive.
Of course you want to go in and blow somebody out, but
hey, man, this is better. This is a good competitive game like this is going to serve us better in week 11 and week 12 than a blowout would now.
We showed great resiliency. Way to fight through adversity. We've overcome a lot. Had big-time plays from your big-time players.
Hey, and still need a few big-time plays right here.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we get here on the kickoff first right here. You got to have everybody up here and up ready. Looks like we've got Cobbins, we've got Tavian over here to this side. Over there on the other side, you've got Amari. Looks like Eric Morris, DeAndre Hill over there on the second line right there. And Hernandez, he's going to boot this one away. Looks like they're going to give their defense a chance.
Oh,
get on the ball. Get on the ball. Get on the ball.
Goodness gracious.
And that may have been a good call right there, for them anyways,
right.
And Bird, how many kicks has he fielded, here? That's the first one we've seen him.
But he did the right thing. He called for the fair catch.
But it was a tough catch.
Right. Like an outfielder rotation down the fly ball there in the gap or something,
And almost, too, when it's a tough catch like that, it's hard to run and signal it, and get your hands ready and everything else right there. Fortunate to recover it.
Right. Now, you big senior fullback got to finish this one off for you right here.
You're right about that. You're exactly right about that. That's who you got to go to right here.
Right here. I'd give it to him 3 times. I don't care what he got, the first, second, or third.
We make sure his helmet's strapped up here.
Yes, sir.
What's the play clock here?
We're going to take a timeout.
So it looks like Paul Pewitt's going to take a timeout before the play clock runs out.
We got the timeout. I'm not sure if that play clock's getting reset back, JB. It's 3 or 4 times tonight I've looked up and it's been on 0. Now maybe we're not getting it off in time, but
depends on which side you're on here from the sound of it up here at the press box.
Right, yeah, I'm going to say on the other side of the press box, they're not thinking we got the timeout.
Yeah, they're wanting the delay.
Right.
All about perspective.
Right.
What do they say?
Just how you see it, or how you want to see it.
Right. So here we go. All about execution, like you said.
Hey, man, well, and I know I keep going back to it, but, it's built for East Light T right here. Got the lead,
this is what this offense is meant to do, is
to lead and got the ball.
Keep the ball away.
Salt it away right here.
Looks like offensive coordinator Reggie Cumrow breaking away from the huddle right here, and we got Coach Dorsey coming out to the white hat right here. And let's see. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left right here. What do you go with on first down, you said? You just want to see Hill right up the middle right here?
Yeah, I bet you it's going to be trap.
You run trap or you run dive?
Save trap for second down, run dive.
Green under center. They're going to run trap up the middle with DeAndre Hill.
Yes, sir.
Stumbles and bumbles and has a good game. Has he got a first down on the first carry right there?
Yes, sir. That's going to put him close to the 220-yard mark on the night, JB, I think.
Now, also, when you talk about execution, it's the blocking up front and the ball carriers doing their job. But let's see how we manage the play clock right here. So we've got it reset right here. There's 34 seconds now. Let's see if we take our time coming out of the huddle right here.
Have to snap it with about 2:40 left. You get a first down. Like I said, man, 2 more first downs, this is over.
Coach Cumrow's been in this spot before right here, so he's going to manage it fine.
Right.
What a ball game.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Looks like we're going to have 2 receivers split. We may get that trap again right here.
Ball security, baby.
So it looks like that Atlanta's going with the bear front. They've covered up the center and the 2 guards right here. We'll see if we get the trap right here. If we break this one, it could be going. Eric Morris takes the snap.
Got the first down.
And he's going to have a first down.
New set of downs.
First down for Paul Pewitt. Game clock rolls. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And we are that much closer to coming out of here with a win here in Atlanta, Texas. Isaac Hodges brings the play in.
Take a snap here with a little over 2 minutes left.
Play clock down to 10 right here. We're going to have to get up here now and run it. Let's see. 5, 4. Morris takes it up the middle, falls forward, and that's going to force Atlanta to take their last timeout. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the ball game. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Like they're going to a bear look where they're covering up your center and your 2 guards. It's tough to trap block, but if you do, this one could break.
Just got to hold on to it right here, JB.
That's right. I think that's what we seen the message from Coach Cumro right there was. No matter what, hold on to the ball. Green's going to keep it. Looks for a block from Tavian.
Hold on to it.
Lunges forward. And he's going to not have a gain of very much, maybe a loss of close to a yard.
We have to snap it with about 1:20 left on the clock.
Clock rolls. Right now we've got 1:50 left, bringing up 3rd down. You know, you want to be aggressive right here and try to set yourself up to get a first down, but you can't get too cute right here, right? You're not going to throw it. You're not really going to have a trick play right here.
You got to snap it with 1:20, and then you're going to get another 45 on top of that after the snap.
Right. So you think you go right up the middle here, or do you think you try to get Amari on the outside here?
I'd run Amari to the outside over here just because of the way they're lined up on defense.
So here we go. Play clock at 3, 2. Green looks like he's going to drop back off a play action right there. Talk about the aggressive call right there. We had 2 guys open.
30,
So this one here's not over.
No, sir, by no means.
Not over.
By no means.
We talked about execution right there, and we didn't have the best of execution on that series of plays.
We want to snap it with about 30-something seconds left on the clock.
Atlanta's got no timeouts left. We've got 1. Looks like we'll take this all the way down and take our timeout.
You know, JB, here, you get the snap and you get the kickoff, you kick it out of bounds.
Now look here.
You don't kick it to nobody right here, JB.
Frustrating thing right here. We know about the struggles we had on the punt team last year. You know, all the way around, top to bottom.
Last week,
from the press box all the way down.
Yeah.
Struggles on the punt team.
Yep.
It's just it doesn't give me very much confidence right here punting out of your own territory.
No.
You know.
No.
If you're Atlanta, you've got no timeout, so you're gonna send the house more than likely. I would expect. This is where you call your punt block right here.
Getting the fan. How do you don't kick it to him right here? You don't kick the ball to 4?
No, you don't kick it to 4. You don't kick it to 7.
You kick it over to the trumpet player on 3rd row for Pewitt before you kick it to 4.
I'll tell you what you do though is you do kick it.
Yeah. Oh, you have to kick it. You got to get it off.
I mean, you got to get it off.
Their field goal kicker makes that kick from right there, or he's got the leg too.
So let's see. We've got Cobbins back to punt. Whoa, man, talk about pins and needles right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Early on in the season, both teams looking to get their first victory.
Yeah.
A lot of emotions out there tonight. Pressure look. Cobbins gets it off, and it's going to be a high punt, not very far. That one's going to take a Pewitt bounce.
Oh, don't let
he's going to pick it up. Looks for room. Cuts back up the middle of the field, and pretty decent coverage right there from the coverage team.
Not bad.
And they're going to wrap him up.
Hey, you just don't want that cat having the football in his hand in open field right there, man.
Good job there by the coverage unit.
Sure was.
And it was a good job to get it off by Tyrone right there. Okay, so you're in a favorable spot right here.
Right.
You know, you would like the game to be over, of course. You were 1 first down away from it. But you've got them Let's see, where's the ball spotted at?
It's going to be on about there, 47, 48.
Yeah, just over midfield with under 24 seconds left to go in the ball game. They've got no timeouts.
Right. So here, if you're Coach Mason, are you sure you play your guys back, but you're going to try to put heat on the quarterback?
You know,
here?
I don't think you're going to put as much as you've been doing now, because you've seen them. We picked off the screen, of course, and took it back for a pick six. But if you do bring pressure, one of those right there, if you just get somebody out on the screen. So here we go. Pierce in the shotgun. 2-by-2 look for Atlanta. Dickerson's matched up with Amari down here on the bottom of the screen down here. Shotgun snap. Pierce drops back. He's got time. Looks to the flat right there, and is that one picked off by Eddie Thomas?
It looks like it is.
No signal yet from the ref.
We still got to play defense right here. It's not over with yet.
Eddie Thomas is driving on the football tonight.
Yes, sir. But you got to watch for that. It's out and up or something here now. The way hard he's driving on it.
So look here, 18 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Pierce in the shotgun. Snap is back, drops back, looking deep. Plenty of time. Looks over the middle of the field, and that one looks like did it bounce off the turf?
Oh, he's hurt. Pewitt players were. Something that's not good.
Now that right there, the ball was stopped in the middle of the field right there. That's got to be a runoff,
That's
right?
got to be a 10-second runoff. They don't have a timeout left.
You never want to see a guy shook up, though.
No.
But right here at the end of the ball game, no timeouts for either team right there.
And
that one, you wouldn't have had much time to even line up right there. The best you could have got off was a chunk at the end zone.
Right. And JB, that young man, that didn't look good.
Yeah, I didn't see the very end of it right there, but maybe the way he fell, I don't know, his wrist maybe or something like that. Or
all I know is the two Pewitt players that were standing around him, as soon as they were pointing for somebody to come to see him.
Yeah, pretty good sportsmanship from both teams right here tonight. We've seen guys helping each other off the pile and stuff like that.
Hey, it's been a heck of a football game, hard-fought football game. So with a 10-second runoff here, that's going, if that's what happens.
Let's see what Whitehead does right here. So at this point right here, though, with just even if it's not a runoff right here, you got to go prevent right here, right? You got to have Amari and you got to have Tavian and them and Hill right there standing on the goal line, right? Wow, an extra timeout. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but here we go. You know he's got to be looking for Dickerson down here at the bottom of the screen. Drops back, and that's where he's going. Throws it, tries to get out of bounds. Big tackle right there by Amari Johnson.
Wait, did he get a first down?
6 seconds left to go. They still got to spot it and get the chains moved.
They're going to have to spike it here.
So here we go. Pierce.
Hey, whoa.
That right there, that's not a spike out of shotgun. You can't spike it out of shotgun.
Yeah.
I always thought you couldn't spike it out of the shotgun because it's almost a fumble, right? Like a bad snap.
Right.
Wow. Talk about a couple of breaks here for this Atlanta football team right here. The clock stoppage right here.
Wow. Come on, 5 seconds. Can't you get off there?
Man, this 12 seconds right here seemed like it's gone on for a minute and a half.
Kind of like in baseball, the last 3 outs are the hardest 3 to get.
Here we go right here. Got to have a play from your secondary right here. Do you think they'll run some kind of hook and ladder, or are they just going to go deep?
I got 20 on the sack.
I think he's going to go to Dickerson deep right here. Amari's going to be ready. Pierce.
I got 20 on the sack. I got 20 on the sack, baby.
And there it is. Big Kedrick Hawkins with the game-winning sack.
That's
going to put it away right there as Paul Pewitt comes away with a 36-34 win at Rabbit Stadium right there as they get their first victory of the season.
What I tell you, baby, he was coming to get him. I seen it.
Man.
Hey, JB, but what we can talk about here is the Bulls. We were down 2 scores there in the third quarter.
It was not looking like it was going our way.
You know, kids had their heads down, hands on their hips and stuff. And
everybody on this Atlanta side over here was, high-fiving and looked like they were going to walk away with it.
You know, you got a good resilience by the Bulls football team.
Way to go to get your first victory, and especially with how tough this preseason is right here.
Right. Yeah,
next week, we've got Coach Dorsey's first home game as head coach, and Mount Vernon Tigers are coming to town.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Ooh, what a game.
Hey, JB, like I said, young Bulls never quit being here tonight.
I like it. I like how they fought through adversity, like you said. There's going to be a lot of things they have to clean up, a lot of mistakes you're going to have to fix.
But you're working on a positive instead. You're working on the positive out of the deal.
You know what I like, the big positive? Your biggest playmakers made the biggest plays of the game.
Right.
Amari Johnson with the big touchdown run, big pick 6. DeAndre Hill carrying the load tonight. He's over 200 yards tonight.
Yeah. And we give up 30-something points, but the Bulls' defense was, playing on half a field all night pretty nice.
Right.
Much.
With the poor field position right there, that didn't help us out much. But nonetheless, 1-1 right here.
Yes, sir. I seen young number 20 was coming to get him on that play.
You sure did. You seen it. I was looking deep. I was making sure that our corners were backed off and they weren't going to be able to get a heave to the end zone.
You thought he was lined up for the 100 in the state track meet the way he was down there. That leg was jumping. I said, he's going
shot out of a cannon.
He's going to get him.
All right.
Wow, fun
we're
stuff.
looking forward. We appreciate you guys joining us. What a great ball game we've got. We've got Mount Vernon coming to town for Pewitt's first home game, and we look forward to it.
Good night. God bless, and go Bulls.